What's up, guys? We are live here on Saturday morning. This is actually probably the first time I've ever done a live stream here on Living the Van Life YouTube channel. So, wanted to do this, say what up. It's been something I've been thinking about doing for a while now. And yeah, figured it'd be a cool way to be able to engage with you guys and show you firsthand what life is like here in the van. Allow you guys to answer oh, I'm sorry, ask rather, allow you guys to ask any questions. You guys always have questions about how to do this, how to do that, what it's like, etc. So, guys, post up your comments, post up your questions. Let's talk about it. Who's out there right now? This is the first time I'm like learning how to do this as we go. By the way, this is my first time doing it, so who knows? Who, how, what, think somewhere there's supposed to be some chat going on here. Somewhere. There we go. There we go. Let's see. Not now. Oh man, we got him pouring in now. Brian in. What's up, mate? Here in the Netherlands, all the way from the Netherlands. That's cool. Definitely cool for sure. Delaware. Kelly McAndrews. Ronald Grubel, Indiana. Frank from Boston. Gold Runner 21. I've been good, man. Been really good. Surviving the winter up here. Dave in the UK. Yeah, man, I'm live. Sergio, I'm live and alive. Live and alive. Watching from Antigua. Daniel Kama. What up, NC in the house? Darnell Gray. Man, these are just like pouring in. Hello, Chad from Bellingham. Eric Thomas. PNW Nomad, van camper, just south of you in Polsbo. Stuck up in the mountain hill due to some snow, not melting. Uh-oh. That's not good. Lots of people from the UK. It's cool to see UK people. Mark here in the UK. Absolutely love your channel. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate it. You know, honestly, what keeps my channel going is reading all your guys' feedback. That's what pushes me forward. I tell you what, it is a ton of work putting the videos together and the content together, but it's you guys' interaction that really keeps me going. Let's see. I'm trying to keep up with these as much as possible, guys. Let's see. Frank Wrench, do you get harassed by the cops much? No, and I get that question quite often. I get it a lot, actually, and maybe other cities are different, and maybe our city is just very laid back. Over all the years that I've been doing van life, I've never got harassed by the cops at all. And that's why even on my stealth camping videos that I talked to you guys about, really try to remain stealthy, not give the cops any reason to even look at my vehicle. And I always try to par vehicles because I don't think cops just go randomly looking in vehicles. So if I blend in with those vehicles, then I have no reason for the cops to even come looking. So hopefully that answers your question. Brian in, watching your videos every time. Love watching you. Thanks, Brian. I know you're from the Netherlands. I think that's freaking cool. I'd love to get over there someday. There's something about that area of Europe that I'm totally drawn to. Netherlands, Norway, Sweden, stuff like that. I think it'd be cool to get up there. Let's see. Hello, Chad from San Diego, Cali. I love San Diego. Shout out to you down there in San Diego. I love getting down there to Encinitas. Some of the state parks that are there along the beach are really cool. I've stayed in there. In fact, there's some videos in my channel about that. Okay, keeping up here. Let's see. Denmark. That's cool. What's up, Denmark? Martin Jesper Hansen. New Hampshire in the hizzy. Norman Hart. What's up, Norman? Connecticut. Lori Allen. Love the van life from Sweden. Yeah, more Sweden. Sweden coming up. Let's see. I'm from Netherlands. Cool. More Netherlands. You're good with being steady and good at description. PNW Nomad. Thanks, man. It's a lot of work. You guys don't realize how many retakes that I do on the stuff that I'm saying. By the time it all gets edited up, it comes across as smooth, but I suck at talking to the camera. So it takes me sometimes like 20 times just to get a sentence out. But now that I'm live, then like you guys are seeing it raw. What's up? Love your van. Tony Rogers. Thanks, man. Let's see. Do you ever wish I had a bigger rig or van? That's from Robert Glenn. No, I don't actually. Well, I don't know. One thing I love about my Volkswagen van again is the fact that it's compact and it's nimble and it's very capable off-road. One of my most favorite things to do is to get out into the backcountry and explore dirt roads, explore trails, and the Volkswagens just inherently are freaking awesome at that. So if I were to go with a bigger van, I would lose a lot of that comfort off-road, and so I have a hard time wanting to give that up. Of course, it'd be nice to have extra space, but honestly, I've adapted myself to the compact Volkswagen Westfalia, and it's great. I find it extremely cozy, extremely warm. Yeah, because it's not big, so it's easy to heat. Let's see. Brian, why did you put a Subaru engine in my Westie? My stock Volkswagen motor blew up back in 2012, coming back from the Bonneville Salt Flats when we were working on our documentary down there. And to upgrade to a more reliable system, I upgraded to a Subaru engine. So let's see. Chad, when are you due to head down under and hook up with Ann and do some van life in Australia? That's Germiston guy. Soon. I'm hunkered down working on our feature-length documentary right now. Like that's our main focus every day. So really trying to get that done. As soon as I get through that process, then that's going to open up more time to get over to Australia. We're both dying to do it. And as soon as she got home from America, she started looking at vans instantly. And so she's hooked and she's ready to do van life. She's very, very stoked. Let's see. Trying to keep up here, guys. Lots of comments in the feed here. Trying to get through each one of them. When is Ann in the van coming back? I just addressed that. Hopefully, I'll be going over there next to Australia. I owe her a trip over there. But regardless, if we're hanging out, no matter where it's at, that's what we're stoked on. Let's see. Trying to get back up here to some of these other ones. Your city, Ronald Grubel. Your city has a lot of stoners. Of course, it's laid back. I love Washington. Been there a few times. It's true. Bellingham is definitely laid back in that sense of it, for sure. Allie Davidson, hi from UK. My house is open for when you're coming. Brian in. Thanks much, man. Appreciate it. Hello from New York. Hi from Morgantown, West Virginia. I've been to Morgantown, West Virginia. Racer X Magazine is located there, and I used to work for Racer X Magazine doing video work and photography for them. So Carl Gibson, cool town. Went to High Point there and did some filming at the motocross track there. Did I raise my van 3 inches higher? That's Darnell Gray. I've got a 1.5 inch Go Westy lift spring kit on here. On the front, I did extra 3/8 inch spacers, which actually lifts the front even higher. How are the BFG KO2s working for me? BFG tires have been awesome. We've had several winter storms. In fact, I go up in the mountains looking for the winter storms, and the BFGs get me through that most of the time without having to put chains on. So BFG KO2 is great. Mid-Atlantic area is tough to stealth camp in. Kelly McAndrews. Yeah, I can imagine. You know, I've gotten pretty comfortable with Bellingham being easy to stealth camp in. I haven't really got out much. I did do about 2 months down in LA area, and I found that to be easy. I don't know. I think it's just a matter of being smart about it, trying to be stealthy, but I understand that there's always lots of different circumstances. Let's see, get through some of these. Shout out from Louisville, Kentucky. Tony Rogers. Thanks, dude. Yes. Chris One. What's up, dude? Sitting in Westy watching you. Did you check out the green stealth lights? My LED strip lights have red, blue, and green, so I can actually just flip my LED lights over to green. I haven't used it yet at night, but I definitely will be doing that. Do you get tired when I travel? That's Gold Runner 21. Like travel in my van or travel overseas? I do a lot of traveling for our film production company. And yeah, we travel overseas to Europe a lot, overseas to Australia a lot. Those flights get long. I'm not sure if that's what you refer to, but yeah, definitely get tired on that. Let's see. Hi from Vancouver, Sorfornium. What's up, Vancouver? Let's see. Hoping I don't have too much troubles with the cops. I'll be in a shuttle bus converted. Cops are in Boston are kind of suck sometimes. Yeah, shuttle bus converted. That's pretty hard to blend in with other vehicles. So that's one thing that I'm thankful for on the Volkswagen Vanagon, that at least in the Pacific Northwest, it's common. You can drive across town and you see 10 of them while you're driving across town. So it's not uncommon to see those. Converted shuttle bus, I could understand that would be a little bit tougher to blend in with other vehicles in your surroundings. So Sandra Warren, hey Chad, love your channel from Tennessee. Thanks, Sandra. How bad is a condensation, if any? Once I got rid of the Mr. Buddy heater, that was putting a lot of moisture into the air, and I switched over to the diesel heater. I have no more issues with condensation at all. If you do have problems with condensation, I don't have any of the little pouches. If you check out the list of gear in my video descriptions down below, you'll see I've got some moisture control packets that are working really well. So might check that out if you got condensation. Hi, I love the van life from UK. That's cool. More people from the UK. Love Washington State. Let's get through some of these comments here. Hello, Chad from Spain. What's up, Spain? Let's see. That's CBL Andy 88 from Spain. Cool. Let's see. Hi, Chad. Great video at Cache Creek from Calgary. Cool, Doug. Great to hear from you from Calgary. I love Calgary. Went through there once on the way through up over Banff. That's cool. Do you know how to get the Happy Buy diesel heater in Canada? Sebastian Krupka. I think if you guys have Amazon, you should be able to order it on Amazon. Hopefully, that would be the way I would guess. I'm not sure how Amazon works in Canada though. Let's see. Let's get through some of these. More Pilot Ricky. Hey Chad, love your channel. Your van from Essex, UK. Great video, mate. From London, England. Hello from Spain. Love your videos, Anthony DeLarge. Wow, lots of people from Europe. It's cool to see. Let's see. How is the diesel heater going? Diesel heater is great. I've got several videos up about the heater. It's worked great all the way down to -5 degrees Fahrenheit, which is like -26 or something like that Celsius. So it's definitely been good. Diesel heater's working. Hello from the French Pyrenees. That's cool. Let's see. Trying to scroll back up here, guys. Chris One, thanks for proving you don't need a synchro. Bloody load of space cadets, that crowd. Yeah. I always try to push the limits in the 2-wheel drive, and it works good. Keep up the hard work. Yeah, I tell you what, guys, I've really been making a push on the channel, and it is a ton of work. I know a lot of you guys ask what I do for a living. What do you do for money? So full-time, maybe I should go back a little ways. You guys have seen Eldad on this channel a few times. He's one of the other buddies that's got white van. Anyway, him and I are business partners in a company called Emanate Media, or Emanate Films, and we do media production. So we travel over to Europe a lot. We do a lot of work for Triumph Motorcycles, Harley Davidson. 2.5 years ago, we started our own documentary about motorcycle land speed racing. Right now, we are currently in post-production, so taking all the footage that we captured over the last 2 years, and we spend our days full-time every single day during the daylight hours putting that movie together. And then about 5:30 in the evening, we quit that, and I go to work on YouTube until about 1 or 2 in the morning, putting the content together that I capture for YouTube about van life when I can. So it's a ton of work putting the videos together. But you know what? Like I said, when I started this live stream, reading your guys' comments on the videos when I post them, that is honestly what keeps me going forward and hearing all your guys' feedback. So thanks to you guys for keeping me pushing on it. It's cool interacting with you guys. Let's see. Do I wish I had a Mercedes Sprinter? Yes, I do. I would. That is probably the van that I would trade for. I would really want one of the short wheelbase, the 144 wheelbase and a 4-wheel drive. That would be money someday. Doug again. Hi from Calgary, Alberta. What's up, Doug? Let's see. More greetings. Great channel. Greetings from Netherlands. That's Denny. What's up? Carl from the UK. Respect to you and your van life. Thanks, Carl. Let's see. Let's see. Kelly McAndrews. Nice. Didn't know you were running a Subaru engine. Yes, it is actually a 2.2. The EJ22 2.2 liter. It's out of a 1996 Subaru Legacy. I bought the car for $300. Pulled the engine out of it, scrapped the car for $100. So basically got the engine for $200. But there's a lot other that goes into the conversion. So let's see. Trying to get through more of these comments, guys. I know you guys are commenting like crazy. Brian, Ann, and you are great. Thanks. Ann is freaking awesome. Love that chick. She was a trooper. When she came over to America, she wanted to do van life, and I was like, I'm stoked, but just kind of wondering how that was going to work with two of us in here and how long she would last. We did a total of 18 nights in the van in a row, and she did awesome. We did awesome together. It was great. Would do it again in a heartbeat. Let's see. Let's see. Trying to get down these guys. And if I didn't get to your question earlier and I'm already past it, post it again, because as I work my way down the list, I'll get to your questions. Is your van any good in the snow? Yes, my van is great in the snow. I actually have a lot of fun driving it in the snow. The BFG KO2 all-terrain tires do work well. I can't imagine if I had actual studded snow tires, like some of those, God, what are those? The Hankook snow tires, I've heard are amazing. I couldn't imagine on that. I bet it would be even better. But yes, the van does handle great because it is rear-wheel drive and the engine is over the back tires, so you got lots of good traction. So let's see, moving on. Ali Davidson, what size Subi motor? It's a EJ22. It's a 2.2 liter Subaru motor. Let's see, Chad, this is from Billy T. What do you carry for mechanical safety and service, oil, brake fluid, etc. equipment? I always keep automatic transmission fluid on board. I always keep motor oil on board, at least 2 or 3 quarts. I've also, on long trips, kept enough oil to do oil changes on the trip. Right back here in this cabinet, over here, this cabinet in the very back, there is great storage for all the mechanical stuff, which I put in the back there. I carry a whole full set of tools, just about enough that I would even be able to drop the motor if I had to. I've had the motor in and out of this thing so many times that I can do it with my eyes closed on the side of the road. So that's one thing that gives me the confidence to be able to go out on these adventures feeling that I can pretty much tackle any mechanical issue that I might run into. Fingers crossed, knock on wood, that never comes to it. So hopefully that answered your question, Billy T. Huge fan from Montreal. Oh, huge fan of Montreal seasoning too, Kelly McAndrews. Yes, it's so good. It's easy to store here in the van and it makes any meal good, even your cereal or your oatmeal. Just kidding. Hello, Chad. Truly admire your dedication. One question. Do you need a passport for your overnighters in Canada? That's Bill Smith. When I go to Canada, being from Washington, we have what we call enhanced driver's license. Yes, if you have a passport, of course that works. But we can go to our local Department of Motor Vehicles and get an enhanced license, which basically take in the paperwork that proves our citizenship. And then it's a special driver's license that tells the border that you're legit. And no, I don't need a passport to do overnighters, but you do have to have proof of citizenship to be able to get across the border. Hopefully that works for you. Hello from Germany, Mike. Hello, Mike in Germany. Let's see. Do you think it's a problem that you can't stand up in your van? That's from Martin Jesper Hansen. No, it's not bad. I guess I've gotten used to it. I started living in my van in this van back in 2011. I did it for a couple years, then did a stint off. When I'm out in the boonies, out, off grid, I can pop the top and I can stand up. So that's nice. But honestly, it's not bad. I usually chill right here on the back couch. If I do need to stand up, I mean, I can stand up for the most part to be able to put my shirt on, put my pants on. So no, not being able to stand up has not been a problem for me. Let's see. What do you do? Stay when you have to leave van and shop overnight, inspection or sudden repair or tow. What do you do? Oh, so if I have a mechanical problem and I got to leave the van in the shop overnight, I haven't ran into that since 2012. Most of the time, I do all of my own work on my van, so I never send it to a shop and have it out of my possession. So even like when I do the work on it in my own shop, when we had a shop before, then you can just sleep right in the van as long as it's not all torn apart where you would sleep. So I don't know, just kind of always overcome that issue. Let's see. Is your van 4x4 and how common are they? My van is actually two-wheel drive. Yes, Allie Davidson. No, it's not 4x4. It's two-wheel drive, but I have it lifted and I have the off-road or the all-terrain tires, so it looks like it's a 4x4. Woodstock, Ontario, Canada. Let's see. Yes, it is a 4x4. Or I'm sorry, no, it's not a 4x4. It's a 2x2. Sorry, trying to read all these comments here. Let's see. Hi, Chad from Liverpool, England. Would you trade your van for any other model? I'd love my Volkswagen van again. If there was anything else that I would go with, it would be a Sprinter, short wheelbase, 4x4, because I love getting out in the backcountry, getting off road. Will I be able to visit India? I would love to come to India. I think that would be quite an adventure to get over there. So hopefully, fingers crossed, someday, yes. Let's see. Poor Allie Davidson getting freaking hammered on. Let him answer. Let's see. Allie Davidson's from UK. I want you to come to India. Yes, I want to come to India. That would be cool. How is the fuel consumption on the diesel heater? Justin Hart, that is a great question. The fuel consumption on the diesel heater is, I ran it on the high setting and I ran it for a straight 24 hours and I put 2.5 gallons of fuel in it. So 2.5 gallons of fuel in a 24-hour period, that's with it on high setting, which is more than enough in the general temperature. Like right now I have the heater off because it's actually warmed up above freezing. When I was in the -5 degrees Fahrenheit weather on the Cache Creek video, if you guys, one of my last videos, surviving Arctic temperatures in a van, that one I ran it on high capacity all night long and it kept the van at about 60 degrees. So definitely thankful for the 5K heater running it on high. Okay, back to more questions here. Camper van Kevin, what's up, dude? Your channel was a big inspiration for mine. You have been around for a while. Thanks, Camper van Kevin. Really stoked that you found inspiration in that. It's definitely been an adventure doing this channel over the years and being able to share my van life with you guys. So stoked to see that it's inspiring you guys to do other channels and stuff. And I love watching all the other van life channels. It's pretty cool. Let's see. Rob, good afternoon. Greeting from Bellingham. Thinking about living in the Subaru Outback for a little while. Yes, that would be awesome. Awesome. I love it when people, say, screw it, I don't have a van, so I'm going to live in my Prius or I'm going to live in my Subaru Outback. I think that's cool. Let's see. Ooh, another thing that I wanted to hit you guys up about. Like I said, I'm really trying to make a go at this YouTube thing full time. And I see a lot of other YouTubers out there doing Patreon. And I don't know a ton about Patreon, but I know it helps supplement the income of these YouTube channels and stuff. So if you guys have any feedback on Patreon, or if you guys support other YouTubers on Patreon and how it works out for you, leave your comments over here on the sidebar. I'd love to hear from you guys, uh, what you guys think of Patreon, because I'm thinking about doing that on my channel to help supplement my income. Right now, my only income is coming from YouTube, and that's why I'm back from Australia living in my van, so that I can put all of my resources into working on our feature-length film. So YouTube right now is my only income, and so it's basically like working two full-time jobs. Brian in, not a Westy Synchro. No, it is not a Westy Synchro. It is just the Westy two-wheel drive. Let's see. Moving down the comments here. I too live in my car in Alaska. It isn't fun in the winter. Below zero is too much, and the fuel costs take everything. Yeah, I could imagine that fuel up there and stuff is a challenge. And now I don't have to live in the cold weather like Alaska or anything like that. I don't have to deal with it every single day. But one of my most favorite adventures is getting out into those extreme temperatures. In fact, I just want to keep pushing the limits on that. So I know it's fun on an adventure every once in a while. I can imagine dealing with it on an everyday thing would be a challenge. Chris won. Sprint or not, those old Vanagons are character builders. Shame they keep you skint, though. Keep you skint. Not sure what that means. Maybe typo. Who knows? Yeah, I know, man. And even if I did get a Sprinter van, I don't think I could sell this thing. This thing has been through so much with me. It's like a part of me. It's like an attachment. So I don't think I could ever sell this thing. I'd put it up on a wall in my house someday just to keep it around. Let's see. Timothy Proventure. Hey, Chad. Also tell about power use for the heater. Power use for the heater. When I turn the heater on high, when I turn the heater on high and it's running at full capacity with the glow plugs off, it draws about 3 amps, and that is at about 37 to 40 watts. That's according to the readout screen on my Kodiak solar generator, which is what I run the heater off of. So that's coming straight from that. So as long as that's accurate, then that should be pretty close. Let's see. Hey, love from all the way in Finland. Cool. Good to see you guys from Finland. That's awesome. Let's see. Got a sapnil. Like, Ali, are you male or female? Like, keep it clean in here, guys. Come on. You guys are out of control. And he's male anyways. Skint is slang for broke. Okay, I gotcha. Awesome. Let's see. What state are you in? I am in Washington State, if you're talking to me. Live in the BC Kootenays in summers here. Yes. BC Kootenays, I've heard, are pretty dang awesome. Let's see. How much does it cost to run my van? I don't have any like specific numbers on that. It gets about 13 to 14 miles to the gallon around town, which is not great. But yeah, whatever fuel is. I don't have any exact numbers on that. Plenty of Synchro Space Cadets online then. Skint equals broke. Roger that. Collaborate with Combi Life. Yeah, that'd be cool. I love those guys' channel. Combi Life, those guys are rad. Love watching their stuff. How much propane do you use during the winter? What do you use it for primarily? Propane. So I've got an onboard propane tank. It's actually disabled right now because I pulled out my refrigerator, so I haven't capped off the end of it. Propane used to work on the refrigerator. It used to work for the stove. And then when I had the Mr. Buddy heater set up in here, I had it directly plumbed into the propane tank. So right now I don't use propane for anything. Let's see. If you use alcohol in the van, are you concerned about DUI despite that you aren't actually behind the wheel, but you are in a van? I don't worry about that. I I know there's a lot of people that are sensitive about that and they're worried about that. There again, remaining stealth and not attracting attention to you. If you're quietly having a sip of drink, a sip of alcohol in the back of your van, you've got your tinted windows, you've got your curtains closed. If there's no reason for the cops to come knocking on your door, then I don't have to worry about open container laws. If I'm outside the van causing a ruckus, acting drunk, being noisy, if I've got music blaring and cops come knocking on me at my door and find out that I'm drinking, maybe. But there again, guys, it's using common sense and remaining stealthy. So, no, to be sitting in my van with curtains closed and having a sip, like, no big deal. And as I'm always talking about my tinted windows, if you guys see the windows behind me, these windows are so darkly tinted that from the outside, nobody knows, nobody has a clue that I'm even sitting in here, which is great. And that's what I love about the tinted windows. But as you can see from the inside, you can clearly see out. So you still get the nice, like, feel like you're in a fishbowl kind of light coming in, but nobody can see inside, which is cool. So I know I get a lot. Let's see. Campervan Kevin, I see you're talking about Patreon. I have over 500 patrons on Patreon. Would be glad to chat with you about it sometime. Campervan Kevin, yes, would love to hear your feedback on that. Just putting the videos together and creating the content for you guys is a full-time job. I don't want to create more work with the Patreon because I know there's other things that come along with that and providing those patrons incentives and the rewards and stuff like that. So I don't want to create a whole nother thing for that, but I want to make it work. Okay. Sorry guys, reading more of these. You said you would buy a Benz 4x4, but I meant you don't like to have a Westie Synchro instead of a Benz. I would love to have a Synchro. I mean, Synchro would be cool. Chris One, he's going to pipe up and be like, nah, Synchros. Synchros would be cool. The downside of that is the expense to fix them. I haven't found a need to where my Vanagon has been limited on my two-wheel drive. So I don't know. I don't really expect to get anything too much gnarlier to where I'd need a synchro. But on a Mercedes side, definitely like those on two-wheel drive are nowhere near as capable of what this Vanagon is on two-wheel drive. So on a Sprinter van, definitely 4x4. Westie, I'm fine with two-wheel drive. Let's see. Allie Davidson, I used to have 1.6 diesel in UK on a T2.5. That's cool. Invest in cryptocurrency so you can make money. That's an interesting concept. 5% tint. Yeah, it's limo tint. I don't know the percentages. It's been years. There's a video way back in my channel about the window tint, and I do talk about the percentage in there. It's like the darkest that you can get, and it's great. It's really great. I love having the window tint. I can be in here. Nobody even knows I'm here. Let's see. Do I have a girlfriend / wife who lives in the van with me? That's from Ryan Shanks. I do have a girlfriend. She right now it lives in Australia. So when she comes over here, like there's some Ann in a Van videos if you want to see that. We spent 18 days in the van together. So she does live in the van when she comes over here. But right now we're doing the long distance relationship. But when I get to Australia, she definitely wants to get a van and all that stuff. So we'll have a van on each side. And our whole goal with our relationship we've talked about and dreamed of is being able to live part of the time here, live part of the time there, and split our residency between the two. That's our ideal goal. And we'll have a van on each spot so we can go do van life adventures. Jake Wood, what's up, Jake Wood? I see your comments all the time. Thanks much. Hi, Chad. Would you have the new VW California or do you prefer the older models? I haven't checked into the VW Californias. I've been hearing about that, but I don't know much about them. I do love these older ones just because these things are built rugged. The suspension, the ride off-road is great. I don't know how the new ones are. I like to be able to haul serious ass down a dirt road and have a vehicle that handles it. And that's my biggest drawback with like the Sprinter vans. Like, I don't know if I could haul ass down a dirt road like I can in this thing. So, and I don't know if the VW California would do that. Chris one, what happened to a beer with Chad videos? That was so much potential depending on the beer. Yeah, definitely want to get back into doing stuff like that. In fact, doing it live beers with Chad, would be pretty cool. So perhaps we'll get into doing something like that. Are you planning on adding an LSD, which is limited slip differential? That would be cool. One of the vans that I run around with, Joey, you've seen him here on the channel before. He's got LSD differential, and I don't know. I'd be curious to really get in and do a side by side comparison and see what they're capable of. But yeah, I've heard good things about him. That would be cool to do. I'm living the semi truck life. Matt Mataway, that's freaking cool. Love to hear that. Hi, Chad from the UK. Sean with a bunch of numbers and letters in front of it. And Christian, I don't know your last name. Hello from Sweden. How long have you and Ann been together? Sergio N. Ann and I have been together since March 8th of 2018. So that's coming up on just under a month. It'll be, oh yeah, just under a year. So in March, it'll be 1 year. And I can't tell you how quickly that has flown by. That's so crazy. Everybody hit the like button. Yeah, guys, hit the like button. Darnell Gray, good call there. What's up with the heater from the van? Does it work? Would you come down to see Mexico or California? Zach Barron. Yes, definitely. My ultimate dream trip in my van is to do a road trip in the van all the way to the southern tip of Baja. Great content, sir. Thank you. You mad? Greetings from Germany. Feel free on the road. Cool. Chad, you're awesome. OG Vanner. Thanks, guys. Hey, guys, it's Chad from Living the Van Life up here in India. Would love to hear this. Yes, Sapnil, that would be cool. Chad, what's the availability for parts on the van like when you're on the road? You know, I don't know. Unless I break some major actual Volkswagen specific part, I've never had a problem. Usually it's, fuel filters and filters this or filter that, oil, that's usually the only parts that I need on the road. I haven't luckily broke anything that's Volkswagen specific. So Richard Brabs, haven't really run into any problems there. The VW California is not available in North America. Well, that makes a lot of sense, means that it's called the VW California. Definitely. That's crazy. Doesn't surprise me though. Doesn't surprise me. What do you do if you need the toilet? That's an interesting question. People ask that all the time. And honestly, most of the time I'm in a city type area. I don't spend 24 hours a day in my van. I'm always out at coffee shops working. I go out to eat, enjoy a bite to eat with friends. So as far as using the toilets, coffee shops, restaurants, stores, cafes, grocery stores, whatever it is, gas stations, like it's easy to find toilets around. Like it's seriously no big deal. I know that's a big thing for people. You need to think about it beforehand. People always ask, well, what about nighttime emergencies? Well, you just got to figure that out. But if you're smart about it and before you go bed down for the night somewhere, go use the restroom, go use the toilet, get your business done so you don't find yourself having to do it in the middle of the night. If you're a guy, or for that matter, even a girl, if you got to wake up in the middle of the night and you got to take a piss, then you got Gatorade bottles. And that's just the truth of living in a van. And yeah, you just make it work. And honestly, it's not that bad. You just adapt to it. Yeah, let's see. Get Ann to send you over a few tinies of the amber nectar, Bruce. Not sure what that is, Chris one. You're going to have to fill me in on that one. Big fan of yours, bro. Lots of love from India. Lots of people from India. That's pretty cool. That's awesome. Awesome channel, no drama. PG. Yeah, I try to keep it no drama, just like straight legit. Are VW a reliable vehicle? They're a reliable vehicle if you're mechanically inclined and are able to do the work yourself. If you've got to take your van in to be worked on for every little thing that goes wrong, it's gonna break your wallet for sure. I'm just mechanically inclined. I do every single bit of work on my van. So to me, it feels reliable. But for somebody that doesn't work on their own van, that would be a little bit tough. Thanks for all the awesome van ideas. Love the lounge and am waiting for my Chinese heater. Jordan Smith. Yes, I see your comments all the time, Jordan. Thanks for being part of the channel. Definitely. That's cool. So did you get a Westie lounge then? I love that. I love the Westie lounge. It's so simple and it's great. And the Chinese heater. So Jordan Smith, cool to see you here on the live chat. What other forms of income do you have aside from YouTube? That's Pink G Apple, Pink Gapple. Let's see what other incomes do I have? So Amazon affiliates are actually building into being a worthy bit of income. It helps supplement, gives you some extra spending money. It's not, you get pennies on the dollar, but that's why you guys hear me talk about, check out the links down below. And the Amazon affiliates program, anytime you guys buy something through my Amazon stuff, that gives me a small kickback, like pennies on the dollar, but it all adds up and it helps supplement the income. From what I'm beginning to understand, most YouTubers don't make an income solely on YouTube, like from the ad revenue. A lot of YouTubers build up their influence and then can help leverage other companies to help sponsor, do the affiliate programs and stuff like that. And when you can start using your influence to reach out and help people buy things for vans and talk about the products that are available for vans, then you can start supplementing your income through affiliate programs and stuff like that. Hopefully that was a clear answer. I know that was kind of roundabout, but okay, reading on to more. What about showers? Sergio in, that's a good question. For the longest time when I was living in my van here in around Bellingham, I've got lots of friends, I've got lots of family here, and it was never an issue to be able to, they were constantly offering, guys, or, Chad, come take a shower, grab a shower, like no problem, like my house is your house. So a lot of great generosity of people wanting to share that. So, but recently have kind of discovered the whole Truckstop Shower thing. And I always kind of thought Truckstop Showers, like, ew, that's kind of like, I don't know how sanitary those are, how clean they are, but doing some other research on YouTube videos here about showering and truck stops, found that they're actually really nice. And that's what I've been doing now, is using truck stops to shower, which is great when you're on a road trip cross country. There's truck stops on every major route. But anyways, there's one here in town and the showers are great. You have your own private shower. It's your own private room. Everything's nicely tiled. They actually provide you with towels, washcloth, and soap, so you don't even have to bring any of that. And the shower rooms get cleaned after every single person comes through it. So every time you go to take a shower at a truck stop, it's fresh and all clean for you to go and costs you a few dollars. So showers and van life, truck stops, that's been the great thing for me lately. So Sergio N, thanks for that question. Best of luck, man. All from Ireland. James Fagan, thanks, dude. Cool to see you guys overseas. Let's see. How do you take showers? I answered that. How do I earn money to travel? YouTube is my only income right now. Pushing hard on the film, but yeah, Dave 2D. I just caught you, bro. Dave 2D up in the house, guys. I know a lot of you guys follow Dave 2D, and yeah, so cool to see you popping in, dude. Popping in to say shibby dibby. What kind of gas mileage do you get on your VW? Darnell Gray, another question. On my VW with the Subaru EJ22 motor, around town I get 13 to 14. On the highway I can get 16 to 17 possibly. But I've got those big old BFG oversized tires, and these things are like a shoebox going down the road, so it's hard to get great gas mileage on that nonetheless. But hey, I don't have to rent. I don't have to worry about paying utilities. I don't have to worry about putting a new roof on my house. I don't have to worry about all the maintenance costs and everything that comes with the house. So if gas costs a little bit more, yeah, oh well. What do you have as daily work? So, as I was mentioning before, during the day, I'm working on the feature length film that we're currently in production on. That's what I do all day, every single day, basically from about 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning till about 5:30. And then about 5:30, I get my ass down to the coffee shop and I spend the rest of the night, usually until about midnight or 1 in the morning, working on YouTube content to be able to bring to you guys. Let's see. How do you earn money to travel? Another question. Earning money here on YouTube. That's how I'm making my money right now. Do, 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 do. Monthly gas expenses. I don't really keep track. I haven't really kept track of a list of gas expenses, unfortunately. I know that would be good to be able to bring to you guys. Living the minivan life down here in Texas on my way to San Antonio. What's up, Shane, the creator? Cool, man. Good to see you here on the channel. What's up, Chad? I got here late, I guess. Armani Aldine. Hans, the Netherlands. Chad, where do you store your water and what do you do to prevent it from freezing? Do you have hot water device? I'm thinking of building an indoor hot shower in my van again. Wow, that would be cool. I'd love to see how that turns out. That'd be cool to be able to do. I've had some ideas of how it could be done. I don't know about in a van again, but in a Sprinter van for sure. Store water. I use bottles of water like this from Trader Joe's. Guys, if you have a Trader Joe's in your town, this water right here for, let's see, what is this? This is a 1.5 liter bottle. At Trader Joe's, it's literally 49 cents. Any bottle of 1.5 liter, you're going to be paying $2 to $3 in any gas station or grocery store. But at Trader Joe's, 50 cents. So this is what I carry my water. I usually get about 6 of these a week. And I just store it in the cabinets. I don't use my water tank on here. It's not really set up and using, but this is how I carry water. And if it's below freezing out, I've got the heater on in the van. And so that prevents it from freezing. We ordered a Chinese, let's see, Stephen Pike. We ordered a Chinese heater after watching your vid, waiting for it to arrive. Cool, Stephen. Glad to hear, man. I hope you like it. Glad to see those videos are helping inspire people to get that. Hey, Chris 1. Hey, Dave 2. How's the roasting? That's funny. Dude, I laugh my ass off on those roast videos. I keep waiting for one of my videos to get roasted by Dave 2D, but I think we're tight. We did get the winter one. That was a fun, good little like banter back and forth on the winter videos. And guys, they say on YouTube, when something works for you, take it and run with it. And I know that you guys love the winter content, and it's only winter for a few months here out of the year. So I'm trying to bring you guys as much content as I can while it's here. And I've got 2 more winter videos coming up. They're uploaded, they're posted, they're waiting to be going live. We're doing a collaboration with Travax Wallets. Travax is a company here in Bellingham started by a young entrepreneur, which I just freaking love. I love hearing people's stories. But anyways, Living the Van Life is going to be collaborating with Travax Wallets. So that's coming up. Anyways, 2 more winter videos coming at you. One of them is a winter cooking video. And this time it's not even, it's like beyond winter because it's a freaking blizzard. So you guys got to check out those videos. Hoping those go live today or tomorrow. So yeah, that's coming up. That all started from talking about Dave 2D doing the video about my winter videos, which was awesome. I always love watching that stuff. Sandollar, love this channel. World-renowned knife maker Bob Kramer lives in Bellingham. Oh, that's pretty cool. I'll have to check that out. Okay, sorry guys. Try to get through some of these comments. I know they're stacking up here. Pink G Apple, living the van life. I'm currently 19 and I'm going for my license on February 26th. My problem is I want land, but I also want to travel. So I'm in between whether it's better to buy a piece of land or a van. I tell you what, investment is good in property. That's a great investment for sure. I definitely don't knock that at all. And So that's tough. I mean, you're young. If you can somehow leverage your investment into land, into getting yourself a van after a year or two, then you're starting to like go somewhere with it. So land is a good investment. You could be buying a van in a year or two based off of that land, perhaps. So that's something to think about. But definitely travel while you're young and while you can do it. It's never too late to do it. But yeah, I can see your predicament. Land is a good investment, but van will allow you to get out there and travel. It's honestly, I think it's the big, huge mortgages and getting these big, giant houses and all that stuff that makes it tough, that locks people down. The big, over the top houses, if you buy a piece of land and put a tiny home on it that's like makes a lot of sense, dude, then you're like on it. Buy the land, put your van on it, live in your van on the land. Like you just don't have to have that big, mortgage payment on a big fancy house. So hopefully that helps. Richard Brabs, the amber nectar means beer in Australia. Ah, yes, Australian beer. Shane the creator, yo. Sergio N, thank you for all the great content. Your videos always make me look forward to my days. Douglas Jacobson from Tacoma, Washington. What type of power do you have? The power that I'm using on my van is something that I've actually been working with a company called Energy Solar on, and it's something that I need to do a video on. And I've been able to work this into my van system, and I think it's pretty cool, unique way of setting something like this up to be used for van life. Many of you guys know about the Goal Zero. Well, Energy Solar has come out with the Kodiak, which is very similar to a Goal Zero. And I've figured out a way to integrate that into my van system to use it as an auxiliary battery system. So I'll do a video talking more about that, but hopefully that gives you a brief answer on that. Free RV says, hi, Chad, stay warm and safe. Cool. Planting Freedom. You should grab a trucking gig. Yes, pay is good. Get to go travel too. I actually do have my commercial driver's license. Before I started as a photographer and a filmmaker, I spent 18 years in the construction industry. And for probably 15 of those years, I had my commercial driver's license and drove semi truck. So I've often thought about that, getting a trucking gig. I would actually be stoked on that. Zach Zeller says, what up, Chad? I'm about to join the schoolie life. I just bought a bus. Can't wait. So you probably follow Off-Grid Schoolie, Chris Penn. The cool thing is now I'm going to say Chris Penn on here, and there's going to be a bunch of comments pop up here for anybody that's been watching van life videos on YouTube for a while. Chris Penn was one of the original guys who I stumbled upon a van life video when I was looking at getting into my van life back in 2011. Chris Penn now has Off-Grid Schoolie here on YouTube, and he's still doing stuff, so it's cool. I get to chat with him every couple weeks or so and keep up with him. So Chris Penn, Off-Grid Schoolie, cool to see. Schoolies are cool, definitely. Let's see, what else? Let's move on down these. How do I send you money? Yaniv. I don't know how that works. I think there's like super chat on here or something like that where you guys can like leave a comment for some money. I need to find out how that works. But that was one thing I was yes. LMTV and off-grid adventure. What's up, dude? Took Optimus off-road today. Nice. That's awesome. Thanks for coming here on live, and I'll talk more about that in a second. But to finish the other question, that's one thing I've had people like say, hey, how can I help put money towards the channel and help you out? I think that's freaking awesome, guys, because for the amount of money that I make on ad revenue, it's better than nothing, but it doesn't come close to even covering the amount of time that I put into bringing this content. So that's one thing that I've thought about doing, is doing a Patreon, which allows you guys to sign up, and basically it gives you guys some rewards and stuff for being part of Patreon and being a patron to the channel. Like you guys can, get early access to the videos before they go live. You get to have a preview of them, stuff like that. But for a monthly fee, you guys can be a part of that, and it supports the channel. So I'm going to be getting more into that and hopefully setting that up here soon. Let's see. LMTV Off-Grid Adventure. I'll be posting videos later. He is ready for weather. Seattle or British Columbia. Yes, bring that truck over here. If you guys need to go check it out. Dell, the channel here, Dell LMTV and Off-Grid Adventure. If you guys look over here, you can see the name. He is building one of those big military trucks, an LMTV truck. It's a big military truck, and he's put a box on it. He's done an amazing job with that thing. And he's been posting videos of his build on it, and it's cool to go in and see his craft work that he's done to build this. In fact, he's installed one of the Chinese diesel heaters in that. So you guys should definitely go check out his build. Like I said, check out for the name here. And I'm not sure if your guys' comments are over here, but LMTV and Off-Grid Adventure, go check out his channel and his build over there. It's definitely a cool truck. I would love to have one of those someday. We're talking about synchro. We're talking about four-wheel drive Sprinter vans. One of those LMTV trucks, that's where it's at. That is a beast of a thing. It's called Optimus Prime for a reason. Let's see. From Ireland, would you put an electric winch on the back of your van to get back out of problems from being stuck? Yeah, an electric winch would be cool. To actually have a receiver hitch on the front bumper and the back bumper, and then have a hitch mounted winch would be pretty cool, because then you could actually move your winch from the front to the back depending on the situation that you're in. But yes, electric winch would be great. Let's see. Buy real estate, the Van Joy. Yes, real estate is great to get into. You just don't need the big, huge mansion, oversized mansion. See, look at this. These people right here, they were just standing outside the van, like right outside my window, like looking at the van, like, wow, look at that thing. It's like four-wheel drive. They had no clue that I was inside here because of the tinted windows. Stealth camping. What inspired me to live in my van? Zay 15. Actually, I'll give you a brief description in that, but if you want to know more about it, check out the video. It's maybe 15 videos back, but it's the Beers with Chad, and it's called Why I Lived in My Van. In fact, I've got a whole playlist of why I live in my van. But what inspired me to live in my van is to chase. Well, I started living in my van to chase the dream of becoming a professional photographer and filmmaker. And that dream came true within a year or two after living in my van and being able to chase that dream. And so now we get to travel all over the world and shoot film and videos and create content for companies like Harley Davidson, Triumph Motorcycles. And we've been traveling all over the world doing our own feature-length documentary. So that is what inspired me to live in my van, and that's why I currently live in my van, so that I can focus all of my resources into the feature-length documentary that we're currently producing. But if you want to know more about it, check out the video. It's called Why I Live in My Van, and it's, like I said, it's maybe 10 to 15 videos down the list. Hopefully that helps, guys. Buy land and rent it out. That's a good one. Let's see. The Van Joy says Patreon, thumb down on Patreon. Can't stand Patreon. Crappy company, dude. I would rather give directly to PayPal. All right, well, that's good to know. That's what I want to hear. PayPal to send money. Okay. PayPal to send money. PayPal for family. Okay. This is good, guys. Maybe I'm just not getting through these comments fast enough. I know they're like just hauling in. I'm trying to get to all of them. Do you have a drone? Yes, I do have a drone. We use drones for our film work. I have also got one of the little Mavic Airs that belongs to our company, Emanate Film, but I use it here in the van. It's a little tiny compact thing, so it packs away nice for road trips, and I can throw the drone up and get some shots that way. PayPal to send money. Okay, that's cool, guys. Glad to hear that. Chad, I've been trucking for 30 years across Europe, so the 1990 California will give me the same blast when I retire. Yes, stoked to hear that. That's awesome. Sorry, guys. If I missed your question, keep posting them down, because they are just like stacking up here. Hello from Texas, Chad. You are awesome. Would you ever come to Texas? Yes, I've been to Texas. I love Texas. It's pretty cool. Jake Wood, you have a great channel. Keep up the great work, mate, because I bet it's not easy. Look forward to your next video. Thumbs up from the UK. Thanks, Jake. Much appreciated from the UK. Let's see. Listening in Portugal from the UK. Great channel. That's awesome. I love Portugal. We've done quite a bit of work over in Portugal. Been down to Faro and been to Lisbon as well, doing some work for Triumph Motorcycles. So got to see Portugal quite a bit. That's awesome over there. So much talk about land. This is about van life. Amen to that. You know what we need to do, guys? On one of these times where we're doing a live feed like this, I need to get Ann on FaceTime and we can all like hang out together and do Ann in a van over FaceTime. That would be cool. Let's see. Patreon is actually very beneficial for YouTubers. Yeah, see, I'd like to hear more both sides of that. So appreciate the feedback on that, guys, because honestly, it's one thing of it being an option for me to be able to get it, but I want something that's going to work for you guys and that helps you guys make it easy or worth it. I don't expect people to give me money by any means, but it's also awesome to have the support because one thing that is important to me is to be able to give to you guys. And that's why I work so hard on creating this content. To create a video for you guys, it kind of depends, but usually typically I shoot a video. It takes me 5 to 6 hours to shoot a video. And then it probably takes me another 6 to 7 hours to edit a video. And so, that's a good 12, 13 hours of work and that's like focused, dialed in focus work to get these videos done for each one. So it's a lot of work, but it's like I said before, it's so worth it when I get to read your guys' comment, and that's what motivates me to keep going. Okay, back to questions here. Make that guy give you a reason that Patreon is bad. Yeah, I mean, I would love to hear more about it. I think that was the Van Joy. The Van Joy, if you've got a way of reaching out to me somehow, let me know what your thoughts are on it. I'd love to hear about it. That's great. Chris One, forgot. I have a very interesting big name film story. Please get in touch. You have it. Yeah, Chris One, that'd be cool. Let's do it for sure. I'll reach out to you with the email. You need to come. Yes. Off-grid adventure. You need to come to Kentucky during the Kentucky Derby. We can park the RVs and watch the air show and races. Yes, that'd be awesome. We need to get Ann over here and we'll do a trip to Kentucky. She'd be stoked on that. I think she's sleeping right now. I keep thinking I'd hear from her by about now, but I think she's still sleeping. So what time is it over there? Oh yeah, it's like 7:30 in the morning. So she's still snoozing away. Chris One, don't do Ann in a van with a beer with Chad, though, as those Sheilas will drink you under the table. So Sheila is an Australian woman. And yes, I love Australians. Like they just love to get down and party, which is cool. And yeah, she can definitely hold her own. That's for sure. Lots of fun there. That's great. Let's see. PayPal friends and family plan. Very easy to send money. A caveman can do it. Nice. That sounds like Geico. Is there a shop in Washington that you would refer someone for the Subaru engine conversion on a Westie? There is in Washington a company called Small Car, and they're out of Tacoma, Washington, and they do very good. They do very good Subaru conversions. I've bought parts from there. I've done all of my own Subaru conversions. Basically, at this point, I've had my Subaru engine in and out of my van a number of times. Basically, I've done 2 conversions on my van. We did Eldad's conversion, we did Joey's conversion, we did Josh's conversion. So we've got like 4 or 5 under our belt. But Small Car does great work. That's for sure. Should definitely check them out for Subaru conversions. How do you kill time when you're not working? Basically, I'm never not working. That's the thing about being an an entrepreneur mindset. It's I'm either working on the film or I'm working on YouTube. And if I'm not like physically shooting or editing videos, then I'm constantly thinking of what's going to be the next content. What is the next information that I can bring to you guys? Basically, right now, I'm making a major push to try and make this channel work. There's been great growth with the channel lately, and so I kind of see that as the opportunity to just go with it. So I'm all in at this point, trying to make it work. So uh, if I finally need a break on that, then I go and I grab a drink with some friends and just relax and try to turn the mind off for a little bit. So, but yeah, always kind of on. Let's see, Zen Po, you did not answer my question. I'm sorry, repost your question. I didn't catch it. Let me see if I can go back and see. Zenpo. Oh, okay. Sorry, Zenpo. What is your favorite food you like to cook in the van? That's a good question. In fact, I've got another cooking in a van video coming up for you guys. It should go live today or tomorrow. My whole thing of cooking in the van is keep it simple. I know I say that all the time and I get comments of like, wow, you said simple like 15 times in a minute. But honestly, that's it. So when it comes to a meal, uh, I like to cook up chicken. I like to cook up some vegetables just in a skillet. Um, I don't get all super crazy. Something that just cuts up and throws into a pan and then you can enjoy it. I've never been a big cook or anything like that. Um, in the mornings, um, I've been enjoying oatmeal that I cook on the jet boil. Um, I know a lot of you guys at camp, you guys know about the jet boils. Jet boils are nothing new, nothing special, but having a jet boil in the van is awesome. With the Westphalia, it does have the cooktop stove, which is great. You can boil water on it right now, but I use that as a countertop. So I've constantly got stuff all over it. This little guy, I can whip out of the cabinet. I can throw it up on any surface, even on the floor. It boils water in under 60 seconds. So for making soup, making tea, making oatmeal, the jet boil, that little thing is awesome. And actually got that for me for Christmas. And that dang little thing I use every single day, multiple times a day. So jet boils are awesome for van life. Okay, so trying to catch up with some of these questions here again, guys. Hello from Sweden. Hi, Linus. Linus, is your last name Bimo? Bimo? Anyways, Linus, hello from Sweden. Thanks for coming on the live chat. It's always great to see you around, mate. Let's see what else here. Darnell Gray says, have you ever watched My Life Now? Mia, she lives in a car in New Jersey. Awesome woman. Wait, I think Ann's like, I think Ann says she was watching from Australia. She just woke up. Anyways, I'm not sure if, yeah, let's see. We should totally get her on FaceTime here when she gets up and talk to you guys here. Let's see. Is your van a synchro? That's been question come up on here quite a few times. No, my van is not a synchro. It's a 2-wheel drive, but I do have it lifted and I do have BFG all-terrain tires because of the nature of these vans and how they're built. The engine's over the rear tires, so there's massive amount of traction. These things are nimble. The steering radius is really tight, so you can really get yourself into some awesome situations with them where you normally can't get other vehicles. Hold on, sorry, just responding to Ann real quick. And she was watching this on the other side, so that's awesome. So everybody say hi to Ann in the van. She's watching right now, which is cool. Let's see. Yeah, this is totally cool, babe, to get ever to be able to talk to everybody here live. Everybody can ask questions. The questions are like crazy throughout here. Let's see. What do you do when you need to take a leak in the freezing cold? The nice thing about being a male and living in a van is that Gatorade bottles are your friend. And whoever thinks that's like weird and gross, like whatever, it's just part of van life. So Gatorade bottles, you don't even have to go out in the freezing cold. You just got to dispose of it later when you get into a good spot for it. Living the van life. I love when people cook in the van, like the matinees. Yeah, actually, that's been one of the greatest. The videos that I get a lot of good response from are anytime that I cook in a van. So I do want to do more of those types of videos. It's a lot of work to prep a meal, but then film it at the same time. But I do have another cooking in a van video, and I think you guys are really going to enjoy this one. I'm happy with it because it's pretty thorough, and that'll be coming up hopefully today, possibly tomorrow. Be looking for it in the next couple days. So yes, cooking in a van videos are awesome. There's people that aren't even interested in van life that comment about watching those videos that they enjoy it. So heck, I'll do as many as I can for sure. The candy shell killer bees. You did not answer my question. I'm sorry. Where did I find my van? I found my van on Craigslist back in 2010. It was down south of Seattle, which is about a 2.5, 3 hour drive. So I found it on Craigslist, which is here in the United States. I'm not sure where you're from. But yeah, I found it online, basically. How do you edit your videos? Sebastian Krupka. I edit my videos on Final Cut Pro on an Apple Macintosh. I've tried Adobe Premiere. I edit videos for a living, and I've tried Premiere Pro several times, and I don't know. I prefer the workflow of Final Cut better. Your dingo ate your baby. Who said? Okay, let's see. Yes, Anne's getting some love out there, babe. They're shouting out to you. Let's see. Hopefully she's online. Let's see. Yes. Yes. Van City Van Life, Chrome. Do you follow him? Yes, I do follow Chrome. I watch his videos, and yeah, he's a cool dude. I enjoy watching his videos. And very sorry to hear about his dog Disco. I try to watch videos when I can of his, but yeah, right now he's over in Victoria, which is a couple hour boat ride away. But I do follow him. It'd be cool to meet up and do a collaboration for sure. He's got a good following for sure. Lots of people shouting out to Anne out there. Hey, Anne from Bavaria. That's cool. Hi, friend. How are you from Algeria? Cool to see people from all over the world tuning in here live. That's freaking awesome. Love your channel. Greetings from South Africa. That's really cool. Hello from Okanagan. Yes, I love Okanagan. Brent in Okanagan. Guys, that is my favorite area. The Okanagan National Forest. It's like a 3 hour drive from Bellingham, and that is where my heart is free and this van is free. We just hit those dirt roads back there. It's freaking awesome. Chris One says, hi, Ann. Great to see you with Chad Dundee. Hell yeah. Down under, mate. Yeah, Disco Bear, rest in peace. Definitely sad to hear about that. Glad to see that Chrome's still pushing on his channel. I'm sure it's a tough time for him right now. What's your next item or piece of equipment you're looking at getting to put in the van? That's a good question. I need to upgrade my light bar, my 300-watt LED light bar across the top of my van. It's been through hell and back, and it's time for a new one. So I need to get on that. Hard to say. I'm kind of hunkered down right now. I'm not really investing a ton into building the van. I've got it pretty well outfitted for what I need right now. So let's see. Is there anything you wish you had done differently with the van upgrade wise? That's a good question. I'd have to really dig deep in it. I was fortunate enough to be able to build it out the way that I really wanted to. There might be some minor details that I would like to do. Perhaps the longer trailing arms, because I do have oversized tires, the longer trailing arms would give me a little more clearance between my tires and the trailing arms, because I like to be able to push the limits on my van, and being able I'm very limited on being able to put tire chains on right now. And I love to put tire chains on and just get out. So longer trailing arms would be good. So that's minor details. I know that's really technical. It's probably more than what you wanted to know for your question. Let's see. Sorry. Hello from New Zealand, David Mora. That's cool. I went to New Zealand for about 2 hours one time. When I was in Australia, my visa had expired. I had to leave the country and then be able to come back into the country. And so I went to Auckland for like 2 hours. Flew from Sydney, landed in Auckland, went through customs, got back on the plane, and went back to Australia. So New Zealand, I want to explore more of that. So me and Ann in a van will do definitely some more New Zealand trips. That's where the ultimate living the van life is going to be. Sounds like there's a delay in the live. Ann's texting me on the other side about it. But yeah, so she's having fun following along over here. Just think, like, it's just crazy to think this feed's like going out to all of you guys all at once. This is really cool. What MPG does your van get? Answer that question a few times on here. Around town, it's about 13 to 14 miles of the gallon. On the highway, I'm lucky if I get 17 to 16. So it's because I have the big oversized tires on it. They're not great for mileage, but it's better than a mortgage payment at this point. Whoa. Okay, this is cool. Alex Rumsey, hello from Antarctica. That is freaking cool. I love the fact that this is getting all the way down to Antarctica. Pretty dang cool. I bet Sergio N says, I bet you're tired of reading all these comments. No, I love the comments. Like, honestly, being able to interact with you guys is phenomenal. And that's what keeps me going through all of this. And this is the first time I've done anything live. And so this is a really cool experience to be able to get to interact with all you guys. Shiny future for us. I believe you drove past me going to Baker not too long ago. I live at the base of Baker. Have you gone back up in Red Mountain? No, I've never been up into the Red Mountain area. And that's cool, by the way, that you live at the base of Mount Baker. Probably, let's see, trying to think. In fact, I think the last time I went to Mount Baker was with Ann. It would have been around New Year's. So perhaps maybe it was around then. If not, it was maybe perhaps right before that, about mid-December, which is when we filmed the 2 videos that are about to come out today or tomorrow. So anyways, that's cool to see some local people here popping up. Okay. Let's see. Australia used to be the land down under, totally isolated. Now you could swim to it from Papua New Guinea. Research the Mandela effect. Chile is more down under than Australia. Interesting. What are some of your favorite small gadgets that you bought for van life? Like, what's your favorite 3 things that are small but give a ton of benefit? That is a great question. That's a very good question. I talked a minute ago about the jet boil. Thanks, Ann in a van. Thanks, babe, for the Christmas present. This was a Christmas present that Ann in a van got me when she was over here in America for the holidays. This is probably my single most favorite gadget. I would consider this a gadget. It's small enough. It'll boil water in under 60 seconds. So I make tea with it constantly all the time. I also make oatmeal with it. You can do soup with it, all sorts of stuff. But anyways, this is like one of my favorite gadgets for van life. My phone holders. I've done different product reviews about the phone holders to be able to have a spot to set up kind of where you guys are here. My phone, so that I can either FaceTime or I can watch videos, YouTube videos, watch Netflix. I've got one here, and then you can see I've got one right here. Basically, like, this is my bed, folds out here. And so at night, I can throw my phone up here and I can watch Netflix. And I've got a phone charger right back here that pops in there. I guess maybe the gadget you could consider the heater. It's not really a gadget. It's kind of a permanent fixture in the van, but that's been great. Let's see what else in the van for number 3. Probably my USB charging system. I've ran different USB charging points, and I try to run all of my electronics off of USB power. It's just such low draw. So I've got a Bluetooth speaker that, let's see if I can pop this thing out here. It's right behind the computer. I've got one of the Sony Bluetooth speakers. This sits right up on my countertop, and I've got it down with some grip lock Velcro type stuff, so it stays up here, and it's permanently plugged into my USB power. So that's kind of some of my favorite gadgets, if that helps explain stuff. This is great for playing music on, chilling in the van, and it just sits right here on top of my my counter. And I put the Velcro stuff on it so that it doesn't fly all over the van when I'm driving. It's kind of held down. Okay, let me get on to some of these other questions here. Make income from sponsorship. Yes, that is very true. I'm working on that. So that's cool. I've got some things coming up with sponsorship. It's kind of my first opportunity here on YouTube to be able to work at that and get it up. So hopefully be building the sponsorship of the channel great. And that's the thing. Like I said before, making money off of ad revenue is one thing, and that's a big part of it. But once you can start supplementing that with affiliate programs and sponsorship programs, then all of that starts coming together and hopefully can help make a full-time living. So the Vanjoy says, Google why Patreon is bad company. I tried linking them for a bit. I tried linking them but failed. Do some research and you can make up your own mind. They're charging patrons 30% more to pledge. $1 turns into $1.38. I see. I can see that. I'll do more research on that. Okay. Sorry guys, I'll get through more of these questions here. I know I'm kind of lagging behind. What Subaru engine did you install in the van? I've got a Subaru EJ22, which is a 2.2 liter. It's from a 1996 Subaru Legacy. I bought the car off of Craigslist for, I think it was like $300. Towed it home. It had a bad transmission, so I yanked the engine out, scrapped the car for another $100, and so basically got an engine for like $200. And that's what I used for the conversion. Ann and Chad, do you like Foster's? I think Foster's is like an American, or it's an Australian beer for Americans. I don't know if I actually really saw many Australians drinking Foster's in Australia. They do have a lot of other beers though, but yeah, that's funny. That's a good question. Anne could chime in on that and probably answer that better. But in the time, let's see, I think last year I spent a total of 5 months in Australia, and I don't really remember seeing too much of Foster's. There's definitely more other beers that are more prominent over there, but maybe Ann would chime in on that one. Okay, let's see, guys. Moving on down. I always enjoy your videos. Sue Fisher. Thanks, Sue. Appreciate that. iShip. Hello from PA, Pennsylvania, I'm assuming. Colin Taylor. Alex Rumsey. Nice joke. Let's get down here. Antarctica, LMAO. Hey, you never know. I'm assuming they're not joking. Maybe you thought they were joking. I don't know. Watched you way back when you talked. This is from Van Meister 94. Watched you way back when you talked about turning a shed into a tiny house. Bought a Procom heater after watching one of your vids. Yes, that's awesome. Cool to hear there, Van Meister 94. Hi, Chad. Have you ordered any Yorkshire tea bags yet? I have not. I need to check into that. Sounds great. I'm always shopping the stores for any new different tea flavors. That's for sure. Cool Zay Miller, I just subscribed. Cool. Thanks for coming on board, mate. Really appreciate it. Chris one, hey Ann, what was Chad's initial chat lineup or chat up line? I asked a girl in Hungary if she liked to see my Westie and got slapped. Shoot. Thinking back to that night of meeting Ann, I think it was probably like, where in the world did you come from? I think that was probably, if I remember, that was probably my my line. She could probably answer that better. She's probably laughing her ass off over there right now. That night was a blur. That was a cool, that trip to Australia back in March. We set sail for Australia to go film our land speed racing documentary, and we were in Adelaide, downtown Adelaide, staying at a hotel as we were preparing to make the trek out into the outback. We were due to be out in the outback for, I think it was 10 days, completely off grid, about 150 miles from the nearest town. So anyways, we're in Adelaide and we're prepping, and we were staying in a hotel there. And there was a bar restaurant right across from our hotel. And we went over there. We would go over there in the evenings, each evening after working, and go have some beers and have some chow and hang out. And we showed up there one night to the Black Bull, is what it was called. And there was a table sitting there. There was a table next to us, and there was these girls sitting there, and this really hot brunette Australian, but they were sitting with these two dudes. And so here's these like really good looking Australian girls, but then there's these two dudes with them, and they're all like tatted up. They got like tattoos on their face, and just like some really like gangster thug looking dudes. And it was like, whoa, like, and the guys were totally eyeballing us. And we had heard that Australians like to fight, so we were like trying not to look, but there's these girls are just like, oh, like you can't help but look. And so anyways, then all of a sudden the guys were gone. And so the girls started chatting with us, and we were like, well, where'd your husbands go? And they just like fell on the ground laughing. They're like, oh my God, those weren't our husbands. And it was like, well, that makes a little more sense, because the two weren't lining up. So anyways, that's how I met Anne over in Adelaide. That was almost a year ago, March 8th, coming up. So anyway, sorry, got off on a little sidetrack there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Melbourne, Australia up in this. What's up, Melbourne? Cool to see you on board. I love Melbourne. Been there a few times with Anne, traveling through. Ram Van Bobby, what's up? What's up, Bobby? Bobby has been, Ram Van Bobby here. He has been one of the most loyal followers from the very beginning, from years and years ago. He's always reaching out with messages and stuff like that. So Ram Van Bobby, cool to see you here on the live chat, man. And it's always great to see your comments on the channel and stuff like that. So good to see you're still kicking it, bro. Let's see. Trying to pick up all these other ones, guys. Let's see. Planting Freedom. Do you have a video of the conversion of the engine? Do I have a video of the conversion of the engine? Actually, if you look on the playlists on my channel, I've got playlists set up. There are like 2 or 3 videos of the conversion, and that was when I did the original conversion back in 2012. They're not the greatest videos, but they got some information on there. They're actually up there in views. They actually get viewed quite a bit. But I haven't done any recent ones. That is something that I should look into doing. But let's see. GL says, "What's up, Chad? Addicted to your channel, and just recently saw a Westphalia in my hometown of Oxnard, California, and thought, wonder if the owner would sell it." Yeah, there you go. See, like once you like kind of get tuned into these vans, like you start noticing them, and that's the way it was for me. And of course you see them around, but when they actually finally catch your eye, then you kind of start thinking about it. And it was about a year process from the first time I saw one of these set up, and I was like in awe. It was camped down at the beach, and it was all set up with the top open. It was an older couple camping out of it, and I saw that, and I was just like, I need one of those. I need that. And it was about a year and a half later that actually was able to get into one. Okay. SoCal Longy later is looking forward to your upcoming post. Yes, more videos are coming, guys. Be looking for those for sure. Hey, from Alice Springs, Chris McDonald. Where's Alice Springs? That sounds really familiar. Alice Springs. Working my way down here. I hear that Putin actually lives in his van. I hadn't heard that. Is your next motor, let's see. Is your next motor you're thinking of installing, will it be electric? Yeah, I don't know if that'd work. That'd be cool though. Let's see. Do I know anybody in Stanwood, Washington that you hang out with? That's my hometown, and I've noticed a lot more vans, and I thought I saw your van in the mix. No, I don't really know anybody from Stanwood. The only thing in Stanwood is to drive past it on the way to Seattle. Let's see. Put a Tesla motor in it. I just found your channel, buddy. Do you really live and obviously travel in van? And if so, how long you been doing this for? That's a good question. Yes, I live in my van full time. I originally started living in my van back in February 1st of 2011. And I lived in my van for during that period about 2 to 3 years. And then went a different direction with life. And I was actually had a living space in a shop, our big shop that we had for our media production company. And so now, after getting back, I spent 3 months in Australia from July through October. And once I got back from Australia, then I started living in the van again because I had gotten rid of everything prior to going over to Australia. So I came back and have been in the van now. Hold on, I'll tell you how many consecutive nights it's been. It has now been 112 consecutive nights in the van. That's basically from October 24th, I believe, when I returned back from Australia. And I've been in the van every single night ever since. So, yes, it is full time. And that's how long I've been doing it. Greetings from Spain, bro. David. What's up, David from Spain? Cool to hear you. Greetings from Kenya. Love your channel. Thanks, Henry, for being part of the channel. Cool to see you. When you were doing the engine conversion, did you consider using the Subaru Gears transmission setup for better miles per gallon? I have heard of a couple people being able to convert the transmission over to working in a van again. I did not do that. Yes, look, there it is. Ann in a van. Hey guys, this is so super cool reading all of these comments. Ann in a van is in the house. What's up, babe? That's pretty cool. Let's see. Brian Kidd, watched a bunch of your videos. Thanks, Brian from Dawson Creek, British Columbia. Brian, that's awesome. I would love to make it all the way up to Dawson Creek in that area. For some reason, recently I've just got this like dying urge to explore the Yukon territories and the Arctic and stuff like that in Alaska. For some reason, there's just been this like draw to it. So yeah, cool to hear from you from Dawson Creek. Greetings from Sacramento, California, van lifer. Cool. Yes. Off-Grid Adventure says, hey, Ann, we miss you in the van. Yes, I miss Ann in the van too. Definitely. She should be sitting like right here. This is where she should be. Yes. You look like you had a blast in that night of snow. Off-Grid Adventure. Yes. That freaking, honestly, when I was putting together that video edit of Anne doing the snow angel, that was like my favorite part. I could just watch that over and over and over and over again. That was pretty fun. She definitely had fun. Let's see. What did you do for Harley Davidson? I live in Milwaukee, suburban. Go Hogs. Yes, that's cool. We went over to Barcelona, Spain, and we worked on the press launch of the new Softail line. So we were there for 25 days, and we worked with the Harley Davidsons up in. Oh, there's definitely a lag here. So, anyways, we worked with the brand new Softail Harley Davidsons way up in the mountains of Spain, Barcelona, Spain. So, for all you guys shouting out from Spain, I love your country. I've traveled there at least probably a dozen times doing work and stuff like that. But anyways, Harley Davidson, brand new ones up in the hills above Barcelona. It was a very cool experience. Spent 25 days there, and it was cool working with Harley Davidson on that. Fork in the Road. I love your cooking videos. More, please. There is cooking videos coming out in the next day or two, hopefully today or tomorrow. I think it's probably the best cooking video yet. You guys let me know what you think. But yeah, anyways. What kind of camera and sound recording do you use for the majority of your videos? Sebastian Krupka. Matter of fact, it is sitting right here. This right here is the unit that I use to film the videos. It's a Rode mic. I think it's the Video Mic Pro Plus. It's Rode brand, so that's what I use for the audio. I've got the windscreen on it here. This is the Canon 70D, and the thing that I like about the 70D is that it's got the flip around screen. In fact, here, we'll just turn it on so you guys can see. And there we go. That is that. So basically talking to the video like this. What's up, guys? It's Chad with Living the Van Life up here in Washington. Right now we are in downtown Bellingham doing a live. Yeah, so anyways, you get it. That's it. And a Joby tripod. This thing's great because you can set the tripod out. It's bendable. It sets out. This setup was probably made famous by Casey Neistat and many of the other vloggers that are out there going big with this stuff. So it works, does a good job. Hopefully that helps with that. That's cool. You guys get to see a little behind the scenes action on that. Ann in a Van says, haha, there's definitely a lag here. Foster's beers, I've actually haven't tried it. So there you go. It's coming from a true Australian. And up here they advertise Foster's Australian for beer. I don't know. Off grid was also funny seeing her freak out because the steering wheel was on the other side. Yes, that was cool too. That was one of the other things. See, when I edit these videos, I go frame by frame by frame of every single one of these videos for hours and hours at a time before I actually release those. So all these different moments of editing the Ann in a Van videos, it was cool to go back and relive those moments, the little moments like the snow angel and the steering wheel on the other side. So it's cool being able to edit that stuff. The steering wheel part was funny, yes. Dave Jenkins, thanks up for cooking videos. Yes, more coming. Yes, Ann in a Van. Yes, haha, the pickup line. That was almost exactly how it went. Babe, that was awesome. Totally, totally love that moment. That was good. Yeah, that was cool. Off-grid Adventure says, I'm jealous of you, Ann. It's nice and warm there and freezing here. Yes, Ann in a Van is definitely, Ann, you're going to have to put up what the temperature is over there right now. Let everybody know how warm it is down under. Sebastian Krupka, that's awesome. Thank you. I have the 60D. Yep, 60D, I think, has the flip-out screen as well. But yeah, great cameras. You cook too in the van? Wow. Yes, I don't cook on a regular basis. I'm not a cook by any means. My cooking usually consists of putting some toast in the toaster. Well, not in the van, or a bowl of cereal. But I do cook from time to time in the van. And I try to make cooking videos of that anytime that I do because I know you guys enjoy that. Yes, Robert Ray says, hey, I'm going to try and make it to Descend on Bend in my 71 this year. Ever been? Yes, I have been to Descend on Bend. I was there the second year that they did it, and that was pretty cool. I would definitely like to go down. We should probably go down again this year for that. Whole bunch of letters and numbers says, I mean, gives a tour of your van. Yeah, if you want to tour the van right now, I've got my laptop. So here in the van, just chilling out. I'm actually like urban version right here. I'm just like right downtown parked. This is the van. I'm in couch mode right now. It's a mess all set up here. This is the front. The curtains are drawn in the front, keeping some privacy from the front windshield. But yeah, this is the van right now, chilling. If you want like a full van tour video, if you go back in my videos, I do have van tour videos that are all about it. So, have you ever thought of getting the van higher? You can get it done. Sue Fisher. Yeah, I mean, more lift is always great. That would be cool. Um, Off Grid Adventure says, so who were the two guys that were sitting with you then? Uh, uh, Anne, I'm sure she'll chime in on that too. There were a couple guys that had bought them drinks, and so the girls were being nice and hanging out with the guys since they bought them drinks. But as soon as the drinks were done, then the guys kind of jetted. So, well, actually, the funny thing was, so they're sitting with those two guys, and even while they were sitting with them, the girls started talking to us. So I think the guys kind of had enough of it. It's like, man, we bought these girls drinks, and they're not even talking to us; they're talking to the other Americans that are across the table. So I think they figured they didn't have a chance, and so they just bailed. um, Hey, Chad, how did you transition from your old career to movie making cinematography? I'm not sure how to pronounce that name or how it's intended to be, but Declaris1. So how did I transition from my old career to movie making cinematography? This van that I am sitting in right now is the thing that is solely responsible for allowing me to make that transition. At the time when I decided to make the transition, I was in a full-time career for 18 years working in construction industry. And when you're earning an income, you come dependent on that income. And to start a new career, you're basically starting from scratch. You got to build it from zero. And so the only way that I could do that was figure out how to downsize my lifestyle, get rid of bills, get rid of the mortgage, car payments, any sort of payments that were dragging you down, credit cards, like everything. Get rid of all debt, get rid of your house, and live in your van. That was the options that I had at that point. And so I chose to live in my van so that I could simplify my life and start at zero with a new career. And then from there, it's coming down to mastering your craft, getting good at what you want to do. If you want to be a filmmaker, a photographer, a professional guitarist, whatever it is, master your craft, become good at it, practice, 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 get better, improve, and be reaching out for opportunities uh, to start making money at it. And that's what I did. It was just a lot of sacrifice, a lot of work to try and perfect the craft enough to where it could actually start making money. So hopefully that answers your question. But yeah, there's whole videos on my channel about it. If you look down in my list of videos from previous videos, there's a lot of why I live in a van and stuff like that. And there's kind of a lot of insight on that kind of stuff. Okay, moving on to some other questions here. What do you do for security, concealed carry, EDC knives, pens, wallets, etc.? That is a great question. That is very good question. That is something that I am going to be starting to get into with van life, and I'm getting ready to start announcing that on the channel. Travax is a company that works with, hopefully you guys can hear me. Test, test. My microphones are dying here. Let's see if let's see, guys. What I'll do here, I gotta switch my headphones over. They're starting to die. And that's how I use my microphone in the little cases here. So let's see. Going back to that, Travax is a company that I'm going to start working with. They actually specialize in EDC carry type stuff. They're coming out with a wallet. With a knife soon. They've started business initially by creating wallets. In fact, this is my Travax wallet. This is the Ascent wallet, and it's super minimalistic, which is great for van life. Super slim. Basically, inside this, it's cool. You pull this little tab up, and your cards pop out. But so cards here, ID on the other side. Got your ID, stuff like that pops out here. You can put some money on the other side here. But Travax, they're kind of getting into this whole EDC. So for those of you who don't know, EDC is everyday carry. This is cool. This is a little beard comb that's designed to fit in a credit card slot of your wallet. But it's for keeping your beard nice and tuned up and greened up, that'll fit right inside there. So anyways, yeah, it's cool that you mentioned that. What do you do for security and stuff? Um, I don't know. Like, I don't conceal carry. Probably shouldn't even be mentioning that, but yeah, there's different things. I just try to, the greatest advice that I can advise you guys when it comes to security is just park in good areas. You know, I mean, be careful about the neighborhoods that you're parking in, stuff like that. That's my approach to it. Bellingham is super laid back. I don't really have to worry about it. I've never been in a situation where I felt threatened or anything like that. Knock on wood. So yeah, anyways, hopefully that does that. But anyways, Travax gonna be doing more stuff with that. In the video, you'll hear more about that. They're actually doing a whole entire documentary series about living the van life and myself and my backstory. So you guys will be able to check that out on their YouTube channel over at Travax. So if you guys haven't heard of those guys, check out their website, travax.com, all that good stuff. So it's all cool. It's all made in the USA. Sorry. Anyways, I'll get back to other questions here. I do like your adventures on YouTube. Hope for more of them. Yes, definitely got more adventures coming on YouTube. Ann in a Van says, I definitely miss being over there in the van. Can't wait to be back. Miss adventuring with you guys. Thanks, babe. I miss you too over here in the van. More adventures to come with Ann as soon as possible. Brian Kidd, have you ever thought about doing a custom interior instead of stock Westphalia? Yeah, that would be cool. That would definitely be cool. I have thought about it. I've just haven't had the resources to be able to do that. In the meantime, the cabinetry in here actually works fairly well. Off-grid adventure. So when is Ann going to move in? You might have to get her Westphalia so she can RV together, or so you can RV together. Yeah, so his and a hers. Actually, as soon as she landed back in Australia, she was she was on the hunt for vans, and she has been ever since. So it's cool. We share that back over there. Any vans that she finds, she shares them over here, and we talk about the different aspects of it and stuff like that. So basically what we need to have is we need to have a van set up over here in America. We need to have a van set up over in Australia so that we can jump back and forth. And sorry, this is what I use for my microphone here, and it keeps chiming at me, so I'm wondering if the battery goes low, but I see the microphone still working. So anyways, with Ann in a Van, we talk about wanting to have a setup over in America, and we want to have a setup over in Australia so that we can jump back and forth and have our van adventures no matter where we're at. So it's cool to see that she is hooked on that. And Ann is a total girly girl, which is awesome. I love that about her. But she is also a true adventurous. She's not afraid of getting out and just going for it in the van. So that's freaking awesome. I love her spirit with all of that. It's pretty cool. Off-grid adventure. How do I get one of those? Are you talking about the Travax wallets? On the video coming up, I'm going to have a 10% off code for that. So that if you guys are interested in purchasing it, there'll be links on the videos coming up, and there'll be a coupon code. Basically, if you're interested now, in the coupon code on checkout, if you enter in van life, all one word, then you guys can get your 10% off of any of the Travax products. They got a whole different lineup of wallets and stuff like that. In fact, this is really cool. I'm actually really stoked about this. I haven't even gotten to show this to Ann yet, but this is a passport holder / wallet. So this is like really great for traveling. Right here, you can have your passport in it. It's got a slot for credit cards. It's got a whole pocket back in here for different stuff that you can put in. So great for traveling. As you can see, my passport has been through the ringer. It's like worn out. I always have this thing. Anytime I'm traveling, this thing sits in my back pocket. And it's just like getting like massively patinaed. So being able to now to have this Travax passport wallet is definitely a good way to protect it. So another cool product by Travax. And this is available. Super stoked on this. They've also got some like really cool minimalistic belts, which I've got one of those on right now. It's a cinch belt. So I'll take this off. This is the belt buckle here. It's just got some like super basic webbing, but it's nice and light, and it's actually surprising how light it feels compared to running another belt. But they basically just run it up through here, run it down in here, and then it's got a cinch style like that, so you can adjust it to any length. Pretty cool. Another product by Travax. They're just all about the minimalistic approach to everyday carry stuff. And the knife that they've got coming out is going to be really freaking cool. So yeah, that's coming up. Definitely go check out Travax. Enter in coupon code VANLIFE, all one word, for 10% off if you guys are interested. Anyways, I just got that Travax stuff last night, so I've been excited, like using it and working with it and getting to like it and stuff like that. So it's cool to be able to talk to you guys since you asked about that. Okay, back to questions. Sorry. Let me go back up here. Rob Z. I used to be huge into video and cinematography. I got me $1,000 camera with tons of accessories and GoPro and MacBook. Then I just lost the passion for film. It's been over a year. Yeah, honestly, you got to do what you're passionate about, and developing a passion within it, finding what you're passionate about is what is the glue that holds it all together. If you're not passionate about something, it's going to be hard to follow through with it. And I've been lucky enough or fortunate enough to be able to maintain my passion for this stuff. And it's definitely shown me that is the glue that holds it all together. Passion is what will keep you pushing forward. So whatever it is, if you used to be into it, but you lost it, go back and do some soul searching and think of what you would want to film, what you would want to shoot, even if you weren't getting paid for, like what attracts you. And that is where your passion lies. So anyways, hopefully you can get back into it. I encourage you to do that. Fork in the road. Are you planning on a trip around the US or just staying in Washington? I would love to do a trip around the United States. I've been down into the Southwest quite a bit. I've been down into California, etc. I haven't gotten a chance to go to the East Coast. So I would love to get Ann in a van over here and jump in the van and go for a month or 2 months or 3 months and be able to go experience that. So that's kind of one of the big overall dreams of really trying to build up this YouTube channel as a means of a full-time income, because that has the potential of going anywhere with me. This channel can go with me around the world. It can go with me to Australia, and I can still make a living, make an income with it. And so that's one of the big pushes of really trying to get this up and going. So yes. Okay, moving on down here. Off-Grid Adventure says, how do I earn money off of YouTube? Basically, the whole idea with earning money off of YouTube is you allow YouTube to monetize your videos. Or I'm sorry, you monetize your videos by allowing YouTube to place the ads in front of it. Now, I initially set up my very first monetization on YouTube back in 2013. So I don't know the exact process of how that all works now. But basically, if you just research how to monetize on YouTube, and basically by allowing YouTube to put the ads at the beginning of your videos or anytime throughout your videos, you basically earn a residual income based on the amount of views that you get. And that money eventually just starts trickling in. When I monetized my very first video, and I was watching the stats, and I remember the first time that like it came up that it said, oh, you've made 5 cents, you've made a nickel. I was like blown away. I was like, no way, like it's actually working. It's actually making money. And at that point I was hooked, and it's just cool to see it's the income that keeps on coming even while you're sleeping. It's constantly making income. It takes a long time to build it up to something that makes it worthwhile. For many, many weeks, months, even years, you could be working your butt off on creating video content and only having pennies on the dollar come in for it. But if you push through to enough and you build it big enough, it'll start to pay off. And that's kind of where I'm at with it now. Is just, for the amount of work that I'm putting into it, the income is like very, very minimal, but it's trying to get past that gap and get to the point where it's actually paying off. So anyways, hopefully that helped you. I'm going to go back up to some of these other questions. Bear spray. I don't have bear spray in my van. That would probably be a good idea. Not a bad thought. Would you ever travel to Montreal, Canada? Yes, I've been enthralled by Canada and the people from Canada and etc. Like, I want to spend more time in Canada. When Anne and I took the trip up to Canada, we had a blast. Sorry guys, I'm trying to like keep up on my microphones here. Do I still have sound? Check, check. Hopefully. Check, check, check. Okay. So far it seems to be working. Anyways, yes, we ended up in Golden, British Columbia, and just had a great time with the people, had a great time with the scenery. So it definitely need to be spending more time in Canada. Montreal would be cool. Declaris, can't wait for LTV Australia. Yes, exactly. Definitely looking forward to that indeed. Anna Van says, Dell LM. So off-grid adventure. Have you been searching desperately to find a Westie over here? Oh, she says, have been searching desperately to find a Westie over here. That's the dream. Sadly, they're almost non-existent. Chad and I need a van here for Australia adventures for sure. That is an absolute must. Do you like hiking, canoeing, fishing, or other outdoor activities? To be honest with you, I've never gotten huge into hiking, canoeing, or fishing. I like being outdoors. More so, I think my go-to is like exploring off-road type stuff, getting out in the dirt roads, seeing the scenery. I like to catch fish. I don't necessarily like the idea of fishing just to have a hook in the water, but I like to go fishing if I'm catching fish. Hiking, I like to hike to go shoot photography. I like the reward of getting to the end of a hike for an amazing view that I can photograph and capture something and bring home. I don't ever really find myself out hiking just to hike. So that's the honest truth. Let's see. Anna Van says, Declaris, me too. I can't wait for LTBL Oz. Yep. Do you ever communicate with Corey and Emmeline of Where's My Office Now? I don't on a regular basis. I ran into them one time on a road trip. I was passing through Go Westy down in California, and they were there at Go Westy. And so I ran into them there and met them there, but I don't communicate with them on a regular basis. Yeah, not as many Volkswagens track transporters over here in Oz. Yeah, that is for sure. Steve Fitzpatrick says, hey, let's see. Sergio in, can't wait for more Anne in the van content. Yes. Come visit New Mexico. Sam King, I'm originally from New Mexico. I was born in Las Cruces and I lived there until 1990. When my family and I moved up here to Northwest Washington. So New Mexico is freaking awesome. I love New Mexico. How did you start van living? I started van living in 2011. It was February 1st was the very first night that I ever stayed in my van. And I did it on a whim so that I could start my career as a photographer, as a filmmaker, and being able to live in my van was a means of simplifying my life enough to be able to start a career from scratch. Yes. Let's see. Good evening. It's 11:14 p.m. here in Germany. Hello in Germany. That's cool. If you build it, they will come. J.R. Raven, that's true. If you build it, they will come. And that's what I focused on. When I picked up my channel again in the end of October of last year, so it would have been like November 1st of 2018, I had 21,000 subscribers at that point, and at that point is when I started pushing more video content your way and just focusing more on it. And basically since November of 2018, I've been able to double the followership, and we're now at like 45,000, 44,000 followers. So you build it, they will come. You're absolutely right. That's what I believe in. Ann in a van says, Declaris one. Yes, Chad was on to that when I started looking. It sucks we don't have Westies, but the transporters are pretty cool. I'm addicted to searching. Yes, she is. She's all over it, which I love to see. She's totally into it. Johan Rojas. Ugly. That's cool. Ugly. He's ugly. Let's see. For how long do you plan to keep living the van life, or until you settle down with your family, wife, and kids? Yeah, I mean, I'm divorced from a marriage. Gosh, that's been 11, 12 years ago, I think, that I got divorced. Anyways, so I've kind of done the whole wife and family thing and had kids. I've got two boys, 16 and uh, 11. And so Ann's got her kids and stuff like that. So, yeah, this is kind of an open road journey for however long it ends up to be. It's just a great way of being able to live free. And that doesn't mean free of cost, but just live an open road. And so I don't know. We'll see what the road brings for Ann and I. We're both really enthralled by the adventure of van travel and van living. I don't know that we would live full time in a van, but we would definitely, use van life to adventure on long-term basis. So nonetheless, it's good skills to have, having lived in a van like this. You've proven to yourself that you can live on absolutely minimal things. And so, yeah, anyways, hopefully that answers your question. What's your best advice for two-wheel drive off-roading? Really good tires, posi diff, winch, max tracks. Best advice is be prepared. Come with the tools that you possibly could need. A shovel, an axe, definitely max tracks, a recovery rope, a really good kinetic recovery rope. The whole thing with the kinetic, that's a mouthful. The whole thing with the kinetic recovery ropes. Sorry, just checking everything that's still working here. Is it you hook it between two vehicles, and when one vehicle pulls, it stretches, and then it uses that momentum to pull the stuck vehicle out. Anyways, yes. So recovery rope, max tracks, axe, shovel, tires are going to be your most important part to actually getting yourself in, getting yourself out. A good set of all-terrain tires is key. Making sure that you set up your van with good ground clearance is key to getting in and off-roading. Be smart about where you're going. Know the limits of your van. And the way you know your limits is by pushing the limits, seeing what it's capable of. Posi differential, yes, that would be great for the Vanagons. They do have a limited slip differential, which I hear is a great improvement. I don't have that. But it's, yeah, I don't know. That's hopefully that's good advice for two-wheel drive off-roading. Definitely the light bar. The light bar that I've got, the 300-watt LED light bar, is a huge addition for going off-roading. I love that because I don't like to be limited to where I'm going just by daylight hours. If I want to go hit a dirt road at night, I want to be prepared with that, and that light definitely helps with that. Anna Van says, Travax, yes, loving those products. Yes, I'm actually pretty stoked to have these things in my possession, start working with them. So pretty cool. Let's see. Elizabeth France. Hi, Ann. Been watching Chad here in the UK since 2011 when I first got my van. I have a pop-top Toyota. I think they do those in Australia. May suit you. Good luck to you two. Was back in Seattle in October. Elizabeth France, that's awesome. Thank you for the advice. And yes, that is indeed true. There are some Toyotas that have pop-tops and stuff over there in Australia that we've been finding. So that's cool. Good Good looking honky. Peter North here, old porn star. Great stream. Okay, that's awesome. Chris one, Field of Dreams. Sorry, got caught like this. Yes, Sam King. I live in Las Cruces, New Mexico as well. Thumbs up, dude. High fives. That's cool. I miss Las Cruces. Chris one, Field of Dreams had the VW in it. Yes, you're right. It totally did have the VW in it. That's pretty cool. Jordan Smith, do you still have your Beetle? No, actually, back in 2017 when I did the complete van rebuild, I basically had the whole entire drivetrain, the whole entire undercarriage. Look at these guys right here. These guys have no idea that we're in here doing a live stream all over the world. That's stealth camping right there in live action. That's cool. They had no idea they were even in here. So anyways, so when I did the complete ground up rebuild on the van, I actually sold the bug to help fund that whole entire rebuild. So I do in spirit kind of have the bug, and it's here invested into the van. So two Volkswagens came together to provide this ultimate machine. So Chris one, or I'm sorry, Jordan Smith. That's where the Beetle is at. Let's see. C. Weston, hey, you're like my favorite YouTuber. Thanks, Weston. C. Weston, appreciate it, man. Stoked to have you on board here on the channel. Have I ever thought about towing a small trailer for extra storage? I guess I've thought about it, but I don't know that I would consider it just because I like to be extremely nimble. I like to, anytime that I can find a dirt road that takes me across country, I love to be able to hit that, and I wouldn't want to be restricted by having a trailer on board. So it's a great idea. I would love to have the extra storage, but I think in my scenario, I would feel limited on, being able to explore some of those unique opportunities. I do have a roof rack that I do put extra stuff in storage when I travel on long distance. But honestly, the whole idea is to travel minimally. So I don't want more space to be able to cram stuff into. But hey, show around where you stay. So okay, I woke up. This is the spot where I camped this morning, or last night, I should say. So if you guys can look outside, you can see I'm right downtown, and I am like right where everybody parks. This is in downtown Bellingham, and you can see around me. I'll show you this side over here too. This is where I parked last night. This was my stealth camping spot. You can see outside the front of the van here. Anyways, so yeah, this is where I camped last night. This is urban camping, urban stealth camping, in fact. And there's apartments that are here around, and so people. Sorry, I'm trying to think of how I might be able to charge my laptop here. So there's apartments here, so people park here in this area overnight because they live in the apartments. So I park in amongst those different vehicles, and I don't really stick out. That's why I love doing this in a Volkswagen van again, because it's not uncommon to see them parking around town. So yeah, that was Thin SK. Hopefully that helps you out. Vegas Dave TV. What's up, Chad? He says, what's up, Vegas Dave TV? Always glad to see you here on the channel. It's always good to see your comments, etc. Thanks for being part of the channel. Would you ever go Sprinter van? Sprinter van is kind of my dream home. To me, that is a mansion. I would love to have a 4x4 short wheelbase Sprinter van. In fact, I keep talking to Ann in a van about that and how cool it would be to have that. So yes, I would consider it. And even if I did get that van, there is no way that I could possibly bring myself to sell this van. It's too much a part of me. But someday when I can upgrade, this van will be a backup adventure rig. Subi Rumble crew, favorite meal while living in your van? Probably chicken stir fry and veggies. That's kind of the limit of what I've pushed. Every morning, I do like cooking oatmeal right here in the jet boil. I've really gotten to enjoy oatmeal here in the van in the morning, so that's another favorite meal. Enjoy your channel very much. Keep at it. Thank you. Yes, Adventures Unknown. What's up, dude? Eldad in the house over there. Adventures Unknown. Hey, have you guys ever seen the other YouTube channel that we do? You guys have seen Eldad on this channel several times. Eldad's my business partner with Emanate Films, and we travel around all over the world together, shooting motorcycles and doing crazy, stupid stuff. Eldad's my best friend, my business partner, and Adventures Unknown is the other YouTube channel. Eldad is going to be taking over that channel, and he's got some ideas of kind of doing some more YouTube content over there at Adventures Unknown. So if you guys head over there, give it a subscribe, check out the other YouTube content that we've got over there, and yeah, check it out. We're always up to like doing something stupid and crazy over there on that channel. So like I said, Eldad's going to be jumping more in on that, and he's got some cool ideas for bringing you guys more video content. We're going to be collaborating on both channels on that, so be looking for more over there. Adventures Unknown here on YouTube. Check it out. He's over here in the comments right now. What up, dude? Neil Adams, what's the best piece of equipment you've bought which has helped you over the years in the van? Boy, I would say the heater. At one point for years and years, if you guys have been following the channel for any amount of time, you know that I had the Mr. Buddy heater. That thing was a lifesaver. However, I've since upgraded it to the Chinese diesel heater, which I have installed the van. I'd say in winter months, that is probably the single best piece of equipment that has really helped me out with life, with van life, I should say. But that's comfort wise inside the van. As far as like the whole entire van build, I would say probably my tires and my suspension upgrades really allows me to get out and enjoy the backcountry the way that I like to go out and enjoy it. If I want to get up into the snow, I've got some capabilities on that. If I want to get off-road and into some rough terrain, I've got the capabilities of doing that. And those upgrades have really helped allow me to be able to get up and do that. So that's also it. So, and guys, I just want to give you guys a heads up right now. My laptop is started at 100%. We're now 2 hours and 12 minutes into the live feed, and I'm sitting at 12% battery left. And I don't think that I'll be able to charge. Actually, wait, I've got an idea. We're going to charge right now. No. Okay, I thought we were going to run out of battery. My auxiliary battery is on the skits right now. Hold on, that's going to get loud. Okay, my auxiliary battery is on the skits right now because it's been so cold and I've been running the heater nonstop, and I haven't been driving around town enough to actually get it to recharge back up. So I'm not able to charge my laptop battery off of it, but I just started the van to idle it so that I can run this. So we can keep this live feed going. Ha! Success. So we'll just sit here and idle the van for a while. Okay. Which of you guys have actually, who of you guys here on the live feed right now are subscribers to Adventures Unknown? Comment over here. I want to hear who follows our other YouTube channel, Adventures Unknown. I'd be stoked to hear about you guys. Okay. Going back through this here. Elizabeth France. Hi, Ann. Nice to chat. My ex is from Seattle. Get Chad to take you to Goat Rock Wilderness. We met up again last year trying to get him to do some camper vanning in the UK. That's cool. Sam King. I enjoy your van life videos. Thanks for showing Bellingham. I used to live there and miss it. Well, geez, Sam, like you're from Las Cruces, New Mexico, and you used to live in Bellingham. That's a small world. That's cool. Chris 1, do you ever get recognized when out and about? The crazy thing is, okay, yes, I do actually. And it happens more often now. Yeah, it's starting to happen more and more often. I've been in Seattle on a number of different occasions and had people recognize me and come up and say hi. Just day before yesterday, I was working in a local coffee shop here in Bellingham. Somebody drove by, saw my van parked outside, parked, hunted me down inside the coffee shop I was at just to shake my hand and say, "Hey, I love watching your YouTube channels." But the crazy thing is we were way out in Portugal, and we were doing a job for Triumph Motorcycles. We were like 100 miles from the nearest town. We were out along the coast of the Atlantic Ocean, and we were filming Triumph Motorcycles on these dirt roads on these cliffs above the ocean. And I was flying the drone, and I was bringing the drone in, and I was landing it, and there was these people walking by on the road. They're just like some campers that were out hiking. And I landed the drone, they walked past, and just a few seconds later after they walked past, they came back and came around the van and were like, "Hey, are you Chad from Living the Van Life?" And I, like, my mouth was like on the ground. My jaw was just like, what? I couldn't believe it. Here I was on the other side of the world in Portugal, 100 miles from any town, and two random hikers were hiking by and recognized me as Chad from Living the Van Life. And they were from Germany. They had been watching the channel for years and were inspired by the channel to live in their van. And they were actually down in Portugal, traveling from Germany in their van, living the van life. And so there in the middle of this crazy dirt road, I got to shake the hands of a couple fans from Germany, completely random. So to answer your question, yes, I do get recognized when out and about. It's actually pretty crazy. It's a crazy feeling. It's stuff like that helps motivate you to keep going through all the hard work. Gopher, hi mate, great videos and the chats. Thanks. That's awesome, Gopher. Thin SK, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. What about going pee or taking a shower? Well, when you're a male, that's a great thing. Gatorade bottles are your friend. You can use that to go pee, whatever. Showers, truck stops. Truck stops are great for being able to shower in. Yes. I actually will be doing a video about how to shower. I think that's a good topic to talk about, so I'll be working on that. Clifford Markland, yes, I love your videos with your mate on Adventures Unknown. Regards, Cliff. Yes, Cliff. That's awesome. Somebody shout out for Adventures Unknown there. Let's see. Vaughn H. Boosted board or electric scooter? Yes, that would be awesome. I wish I knew how to ride a skateboard better. That would be pretty fun. I know Casey Neistat has made those things famous, which, by the way, I really do enjoy Casey Neistat and his vlogs. Casey's vlogs and his style has been a huge, huge inspiration for me to keep pushing on this stuff. And I really enjoy watching his vlogs. Anytime I'm feeling down or drugged down or stressed out or like, shit, I can't do this anymore, then I go and I watch a Casey Neistat video and I'm instantly like refreshed and like filled with motivation and inspired to keep on pushing. So if you guys don't watch Casey, go check it out. Another one is Peter McKinnon. Peter McKinnon is a really great influencer, cool YouTube guy, amazing photographer, filmmaker, cool stuff for sure. Those two guys are my biggest inspiration here on YouTube. Let's see. Moving on down here. Do you have a washroom? Not inside the van. I do not have a washroom inside. No. I use the likes of gas stations, restaurants, cafes, grocery stores, whatever it may be. That's what I use for washrooms. Let's see. Dustin Vapor, much respect to you. Thank you, Dustin Vapor. Do I have any plans to ship my van to other countries to explore further? I would love to. I'd love to get it over to Australia, of course. That just takes a lot of money. I would also like to get down to South America with my van, so that would be cool. Dustin Vapor, you have inspired me on my search for a van, but may have to just get a cheap, small pull behind. You know what, Dustin, as long as you're just getting out and living your life with the freedom of what you can experience on the go, it doesn't matter if it's a van or a pull behind, either way. Dust and Vapor, I have dogs, so it's hard. I can imagine that. I would love to have an Australian Blue Heeler. I grew up with those dogs. I think they're amazing travel companions, but I just don't have the time to dedicate to that kind of responsibility. So I can understand why dogs would be hard. Where Anthony Candre, where am I right now? I am in downtown Bellingham, Washington. Gopher, hi. Have you ever had any problems with theft from the van? Great videos and keep them coming. I have not had any problems with theft from the van, knock on wood. Like I've said, Bellingham is pretty laid back when it comes to that stuff. So if as long as I park in a good area and smart about it, I haven't had any problems. So Darnell Gray, hey Chad, talk to you later. Be safe, keep on trucking. Thanks, Darnell, for being part of the live chat. We'll do this again soon. Do you have any plans? So yeah, we already answered that. Sorry, I had to go back here. Let's have you ever traveled around Europe, Latin America, Africa, or Asia, like backpacking? I ask because you like to travel and adventure. I've traveled to Europe. I haven't done any backpacking. Most of the time when we're traveling to Europe, it's all for work. So we're going over there with massive amounts of camera gear. But the cool thing about it is our job is to go find some of the most amazing terrain in Europe to film motorcycles in. So we're constantly out exploring the backcountry and finding the best filming locations for filming motorcycles. So I do get to go out and experience some of these amazing landscapes in and around Europe. Same with Australia, stuff like that, etc. But not really on a backpacking sense, if that makes sense. Kodiak, Anchor, Jackery, Goal Zero, backup power. Yes. I've got my Kodiak. My Kodiak is down here. I use the Solar Energy Kodiak. It is great. I really enjoy it. I need to do a video on that coming up. What do I do for internet? Cell towers or satellite or Starbucks Wi-Fi? Cell phone. You guys are coming off of this right here. This is what the live stream's coming off of. So mostly cell phone towers, stuff like that. Let's see. Sorry, looking at this. Sorry, I was reading a message here from Anne. Okay, let's see where are we at. Make sure and hit the like button up here, guys. Let's get the likes up here and get those things charging. Me regards, Cliff. Let's see. Just sub Adventures Unknown. Yes, Sam Smith. Thanks for being part of Adventures Unknown. I'm really excited to see what Eldad brings to that channel. We'll definitely be working together and helping build that following over there for him and his ideas. Anthony Malone, I am. Cool. Dustin Vapor, I just now subbed to Adventures Unknown. Yes, sweet. Glad to see we're getting some hits over there. Sorry, let's see. Let me go back here. Not me, but Eldad is a crack up. I'll have to subscribe to Adventures Unknown. Yes, Declaris, Eldad is a freaking crack up. Always got people laughing here on the channel anytime he shows up here and living the van life. Gopher, love from the UK. That's awesome. Sup, man? Shout out to your channel. Thanks, Jacob. Urs, what's up, Urs? Greets from Switzerland. So, Urs and I met. We were doing a project for Triumph. They held a sweepstakes contest called Triumph Rides America, and they gave away 12 spots to individuals from around the world to come to America and go on the ultimate road trip through the Southwest of America, starting out in Vegas through to the Hoover Dam, to Monument Valley, Route 66, the Grand Canyon, Moab, through the Canyonlands. It was the most epic adventure. And so Eldad and I and Brad, we worked together and did a whole video production of that trip. And by the end of the trip, we had just all become a family, all the contestants that were there riding. And anyways, we just got to be really good friends, and we've all kept friends through social media and stuff like that. Anyways, Urs, he just commented here. He's from Switzerland. and we've been chatting on social media back and forth. He's getting into a van over there for himself. He's been inspired by the channel here, and he's going to be starting up an Instagram and following or starting up an Instagram and sharing his van adventures over there. So pretty cool. Thanks, Urs, for being part of the live chat. Stoked to see you all the way from Switzerland, man. Let's see. Yes, subscribe and bell notified. Adventures Unknown. More love for Adventures Unknown going that way. How long do you let your van idle in the extreme cold before taking off? Probably not as much as I should, to be honest with you. I've heard like different things about that. Of course, when it's super, super cold, it's dangerous. It could be detrimental to your engine to take off, but there's different theories on whether you should let your vehicle warm up or not, but I don't let it warm up as much as I should probably. Any mods to your auto transmission with the EJ25? I've actually got the EJ22 now in the van, but yes, it is built up with the Audi. Sorry, it's built up with the Audi turbo insides in my automatic transmission. The guys at German Transaxle in Bend, Oregon, are the guys who built the transmission for me. So yes, it is upgraded a certain bit. Love the vids. Do you plan on coming down to Virginia? I would love to be able to come to Virginia. I haven't been over to the East Coast very much. I did fly into West Virginia, into Morgantown, and that area through there is beautiful. So I'd love to come and see more of that. Hey, brother from Central Washington. Awesome. Cool to hear you're from Central Washington. Cameron in. Very cool. Von H, what about boat life versus bus life? Boat life would be freaking cool. I've never had the opportunity to do boat life or anything like that, but it would be pretty awesome. Bellingham is not diverse. Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty laid back. I guess it depends on what you mean by diverse. Need some more clarification on that. Van life with Betty Boondocker. That's an awesome name. Van life with Betty Boondocker. I had to like say that again just for that ring. Just sub to your channel. Hello. What's up? Hello from Germany, Hanover. Thin SK, do you travel to LA? And if so, how was it? Greetings from Germany. Yes, I have traveled to LA. I love LA. I don't know. I don't live there. I haven't lived there, but I always hear people like, LA, LA, LA. I just love the whole Southern California area. I love the energy there. I love the atmosphere there. I love the fact that it's Hollywood movie making central. There's just always something going on there, and I love it down there. So yes, I love LA. I love Huntington Beach. I love the energy. I would love to spend more time down there. Dave Jenkins, watching your video while the wife is looking for vans for sale. Love it. That's cool. Chris One, have you ever played the Vanagon song on YouTube? Yes, I drive a motherfucking van again. I love that song. That I actually figured out how to download that and like put it on my phone so I can listen to it anytime I want. It's somewhere. I haven't listened to it in a while, but that is a great song. Van life with Boondocker Betty. We are in UK doing Europe next year. Very cool. Chris McDonald, any chance you could stumble into the Everett plant Boeing and send a few pics? I don't know. Maybe. Electric Eye. LOL, Dave Jenkins. Dustin Vapor, please hit the thumbs up. Yes, guys, hit the thumbs up. Hit the like button. Gopher, Chad, if you had to buy any van now, what would you buy? Great channel. Gopher, let's see. I do love my Volkswagen Westfalia van again. I would not be opposed to buying any one of those again. If I wanted to upgrade or just to give myself some more space, some more room to be able to stand up, maybe a little more amenities to it, I would go with a Sprinter van. I would go with a short wheelbase, 4x4 Sprinter van. I've test driven them. They are freaking amazing. It's like driving a car around. Very, very nice. I just don't have the resources right now to do that. Damo Cook 2007. Great first feed, Chad. Leave you to it. Keep up the great work, man. Research Picos de Europe for awesome, breathtaking roads. Awesome. Well, thank you for being part of the feed. I appreciate the kind words. Chad Gopher says, Chad, your job sounds cool. Love my bikes too. And being a UK guy, I love Triumph bikes. Yes, I've been several times over to UK specifically for the Triumph factory to shoot for Triumph. So up in Hinckley, it's cool to go there and work at the factory and do some video stuff, tour the factory. It's pretty awesome. How often do you do live streams? This is my very first live stream. And to be honest with you, it's been an amazing experience. I love this. It's great interacting with you guys. We've been going for 2.5 hours now. And yeah, it's cool just like going through and answering all the questions. I love the interaction. So we'll definitely be doing more of this. Urs says, Chad, we are listening to your comment about me and our friendship. Cool. Was very nice. My Insta right now is T5 the World. All right, guys. So go right now on Instagram and follow Urs at T5 the World and check out his stuff there. It's cool to be able to give Urs a shout out there and get some followers on them. And I'm excited to go see what he does with his van. Very, very cool gentleman. It was fun hanging out with him. Yeah. How many of you guys are on Instagram? Do you guys follow Instagram? Do you do anything on Instagram? That's kind of one thing that I've enjoyed doing here lately is kind of tuning in both sides of it on Instagram, posting about my YouTube channel, and on my YouTube channel, posting about Instagram. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram yet, it's at Living the Van Life on Instagram. Go check it out. Give a follow if you haven't already. Let's see. Who else is on here? What do I think about Dave 2D? That's from Neil Adams. I think Dave 2D, I think he's a freaking hilarious guy. He's been a follower of the channel from years and years ago. I enjoy watching his content. And you know what? I know he like creates controversy with his van life roast videos or whatever. You know what? I think it's great entertainment. I understand that a lot of people can take offense to that, but I mean, I guess that's just part of YouTube and what when you put your life out on YouTube, you kind of open yourself up for some critique. So I think Dave does it with good means. I like Dave. I think he's a really cool guy. And so I don't know. I find good laughter with it. I guess maybe because I can relate to it and kind of see all sides of it. And it is interesting to see other van lifers and how it's easy to over glorify everything and stuff like that. So I can see that. But anyways, yeah, Dave 2D, I think he's freaking hilarious. I love his channel. Let's see. Paul Frost, thanks. I love your channel. True inspiration. Thank you, Paul, for the message. I appreciate it. Thanks for being part of the channel. Hi from Georgia. It's country, not state. Yes. Okay. Georgia, the country, all the way from around the world. That's cool. Gopher. Monterey is excellent. Would love to live there. Yes, Monterey is very cool. I love Monterey. That is a massive water bottle. Yes, it's a 1.5 liter. It's 49 cents from Trader Joe. I didn't get paid by Trader Joe to advertise their water bottle. It's just awesome to be able to pay 49 cents for a bottle of water. And it's probably the best tasting water. And as far as pH balance, evidently it's one of the best for you. Let's see. Boy, this is great, guys. Hello. Yeah, we're still there. Sorry, just testing the Van life with Betty Boondocker. We love Day 2D. Roast. He is hilarious. Yes, he is. What do I think about going to Alaska? I love the idea of going to Alaska. I've never found myself with a big desire of going to Alaska. I've always felt like it's just very similar to where I live here, but there's been something that's kind of taken over me the last several months that has given me a huge desire to go to Alaska. So yes, I would love to go to Alaska. Let's see. Your cap, what brand is it? So I was just talking about Eldad, who is my business partner with Emanate Films. This is American West. To me, it shows up backwards. I'm not sure if this is backwards to you guys. This is an American West hat. American West Apparel is a company that Eldad and his wife own together, and it's a clothing company. This is one of their hats. This is honestly, guys, this is my most favorite hat of all time. I've got a big head, and it's hard to find. It's a snapback hat. It's hard to find a hat that fits my head the way that this one does, that's like deep enough it comes down to my ears. So anyways, American West, that's where the hat's from. You guys should go check them out. Yeah, 2-hour live stream. It's been 2 hours and 35 minutes just because the comments are like never ending here. So I'm just trying to catch all of you guys here, and it's great interacting with you guys. Ever plan on living the van life in Florida? I would love to get down to Florida. That's one place that I've never been. I've landed in Orlando, and that's the closest to Florida that I've been. Let's see. Hello from Tunisia. I'm not even sure. Where is Tunisia? Interesting. Thanks, Robert, for saying hello. Hey, hope you're well. I had a quick question. What do you do other than enjoy the best of life on the planet? What do I do other than, well, I love getting out and venturing the van. I love motorcycles. I've got a street legal YZ250. So when the weather's good enough, I love to get out on that and go ride. Yeah, I don't know. I like spending time with friends. I like friends and family. I like going out to eat. I like grabbing drinks and sitting around and BS and having good conversation. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like my life's pretty fulfilled with the things that I get to do for work. So it's good. Your van is so cool. I want it. Thanks. I like my van too. There's lots of them out there. You should check them out for sure. Let's see. Okay, John Lucas. I picked up a foldable toilet with disposable bags from Walmart for my Westphalia. What is the brand of that? I actually just came across what they call a turbo toilet, and I think it's from Black Pine Sports. A friend of mine showed it to me, and I did that, and we can't find them online anywhere. The foldable toilet from Walmart. I need to know more about that, John Lucas. Off-grid adventure. Sorry, I had to drive. I am sure I missed stuff. Please come to Kentucky. Working on it, dude. That would be awesome. Would love to be able to come to Kentucky. I need to get down there and come check that out. Clifford Markland, have you got any merchandise for sale? That is coming. The plans are in the work. I'm working on it. If you guys have noticed on my YouTube channel, I've kind of rebranded, like it's got the little logo and the circle up above and then the kind of main picture across. We're looking at doing some hats similar to this that are living the van life, and then also shirts that are going to be living the van life. So merchandise ideas are in the works. So definitely be looking for that. Clifford, thanks for bringing that up. That's a good idea to talk about that on here. So it's in the works. Definitely want to be doing some merchandising with that. Off-grid adventure, I will buy you a beer. Bring Ann in a van, and I will buy you guys dinner. Dude, I would love to come camping with you guys in Optimus Prime. Again, Dell LMTV Off-Grid Adventure. Go give them a follow and check out their build on their LMTV truck. What they're doing over there is pretty cool. Off-Grid Adventure. Check out their name, like right over here in the comments. They've got some cool stuff going on over there. Let's see. Hey, I'm from Germany, watching you since a long time, like you. This year, I move out of my place and buy a van, and I will really use many ideas. That's awesome. Many ideas from you. That's cool. Mr. No Faces, glad to have you on board with the channel here. Darren, hello from Calgary. Hello to you, Darren, in Calgary. Have you ever ended up shit-faced in your van and then wake up the next morning and thinking, what the F am I doing in a van? That's, you know, honestly, like when you spend every single night in a van, that's a good thing. I park in the same spot every time. So I do find myself waking up like, wait, where did I park last night? Until I peek outside, like, oh, okay, that's right, I parked over here. But the great thing about going out and getting on the piss and having some drinks for the evening is that your home's always parked outside. So that's the great thing. You don't have to worry about driving anywhere or paying for an Uber or a taxi to get home. Your home's always with you when you have a few drinks. So, did I have a great Valentine's Day? Yes, had a great Valentine's Day. We did FaceTime date night with Anne in a van all the way from Australia, so it was good. Yes. Following you on Instagram, me, Thomas Tabai. Tom asks, what is your handle there, Thomas? Anyways, yes. Okay, cool. Thanks for following on Instagram. I'll go check you out for sure. In fact, I'm just going to do that right now. How about that? Giving you a follow. Let's look that up. Where's it at? Where's it at? Thomas. T-Y. Wait, spelling it wrong. There it is. Thomas. Follow back. Ooh, you're into knives, dude. Cool. I want to check it out. I want to start getting into some knives. I'm pretty stoked on that. Oh, dude, you're into like everyday carry stuff. I like it. I'm gonna check out your stuff for sure. That's cool. Do you go by, is it Thomas or Thomas? Anyways, Chris McDonald, that video that you produced for the installation of the diesel heater, it was outstanding. It took a lot of camera work. Really appreciate it. Yes, thank you, Chris McDonald, for recognizing that. I probably spent 5 or 6 hours shooting that. Then it probably took another like 7 to 8 hours of actually editing it. So there was a lot of work that went into that. I wanted to be able to film it while I was actually installing it. But to be installing the heater and filming it at the same time, the way that I wanted to shoot it was too much. So anyways, thank you for recognizing that, and I appreciate that. Let's see. Let's see. Off-grid adventure. You see the post about the light bar. Let me know. I haven't seen the post about the light bar. Wait, where are we? So how do I make money off of YouTube? I know you asked that question once before off-grid. Maybe I didn't get that to you before you had to go. Monetizing your videos, setting your videos to be able to monetize. You have to do some setup in YouTube to be able to monetize it. It's been years and years since I've actually gone through that process. So it'd probably be good to research to be able to open your super chat so I can donate. How do I open super chat? I don't know how to even. Lee Fighter. I don't know. Lee Fighter Gamer. I don't know how to open super chat. I've heard about that, but I don't know how to open it. Anyways, off grid. You just gotta set it up in YouTube to be able to monetize your videos, and then you can, on each video you upload, you click the monetize button, and that allows YouTube to put ads on the beginning of your videos, and then you make a residual off of those ads. So, hello from UK, Alan Marshall. What's up? Yes, let's see. Give us a follow, Cliffy. Cool, I'll follow you, Cliffy. Yeah. Let's see. Cliffy, where are we at, Cliffy? I'm typing this in. Cliffy Pie Eating? Cliffy Pie Eater. There we are. Fall back. Fall back. Order an extra large. Yes, we will get some extra larges for sure. That's what I wear as an extra large, so we'll definitely be having plenty of those. On the flip side, love your vids. I watch you because you're down to earth. Building out my element right now. Can't wait to make it to Washington in the future. Looks gorgeous. Much love. Thanks. That's cool. On the Element, I think that's a cool build out. I think that'd be awesome. Let's see. Chris One, thank you for the fantastic evening, Chad. Just about to hit the Cabela's sleeping sack. Peace out. Chris One, thank you so much for all of your comments. Thanks for being part of the live feed. Much appreciated. Also, keep for all of your comments. You're one of the most loyal followers. That's awesome. I always enjoy seeing your comments. So thanks for being part of the channel. That goes for all of you guys. I know there's a ton of loyal followers out there, and I really appreciate each and every one of you guys. Gopher, yes, the heater video is awesome and in depth. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I hope it helps you guys out there. Mike Benedetto, did he skip my comment? I didn't mean to skip your comment. Yeah, maybe post again. I wasn't sure what you said. Maybe it was up there. Certainly didn't skip over anything on purpose. Hello from Chile, Rodrigo Rojas Casanova. Hello from Chile. Cool to see you all the way from Chile. Very cool. Mr. No Faces, what was your creepiest moment in your van? I remember when I was 8 or 9, we stayed in France with our RV and heard shots, and someone yelled, "Remember the moment like 9/11." Wow. Yeah, I could imagine. Creepiest moment. Luckily, I haven't really had anything happen. Knock on wood. I don't know. I hope I never get to that moment. So, the Popo seized my Sprinter van last week. I'm so sad about it. About to be homeless in the 2500 pickup. How'd they do that, or why? Hello from Poland. What's up? Off-grid adventure. What about stickers? Yes, definitely would love to be able to do stickers. We'll be looking into doing that. Indeed. Bunch of letters, bunch of numbers says, you're very generous with your time, man. All subs to your channel. And I hope you do another live stream soon. See you around, dude. Enjoy your day. Later. Bunch of numbers, bunch of letters. Thank you so much for being, I'll just call you a bunch of numbers, bunch of letters. Thanks for being part of the live stream. Thanks for being part of the channel. Much appreciated. Thanks for all the comments too. It was fun chatting with you guys. All right, Clifford, thanks for being part of the live stream. Really appreciate it. Thank you for all the comments on the YouTube channel. Always great to hear from you. Much appreciated. Keep on trucking. Yes, would definitely love to have a Live in the Van Life sticker on Optimus. For show. MT Ballot. Mountain bike a lot? Yeah, mountain bike a lot. I bet you that's probably what it is. Thanks, man. Thanks for cool channel for sure. Appreciate it. I need to figure out how to top chat, live chat, all messages, some messages. Live chat. Huh. Dawid Kowalski. Is it Dawid? David Kowalski? Are you going to do more live streams like this? Yes. I will be doing more live streams like this for sure. Much indeed. It's very, very cool to have you guys be a part of all of this for sure. Chad, how long have you been living the van life, and what is your most memorable moment? Ooh, I initially started living in my van back in 2011, February 1st to be exact. At first, I lived in my van for probably at least 2 to 3 years. And then I started up living in my van once again. I started basically the end of October of 2018. It's now been 112 days. Hold on, I can't remember. I brought this up earlier. Hold on here. It has now been 112 consecutive days of living in the van since I got back from spending 3 months in Australia. So that's how long I've been doing it, off and on over the years. My most memorable moment, I would have to say being on road trips, having everything with me in my home on wheels, being prepared with everything I need to survive, and being able to go into the backcountry of like Moab, Utah, I would say those are probably some of the most memorable van life moments. Going to the Grand Tetons and spending some time chilling in the van and getting to go look at the Tetons. Road trips with the van, those are the most memorable moments for sure. So yeah, that's definitely yes. And still following along. Anne had to leave. She had to go drive. She had to go do errands, and so she's still following along while she's driving. That's awesome. Bless your heart, babe. I love you. You're freaking awesome. Um, hold on, I'm just gonna message this to Anne, and I'll get right back to you. Let's see. Sorry. Okay, I had to get that off to Anne there. Dragon, hello from Romania. Wow, that's cool. All the way from Romania. Very cool. Mr. No Faces, it's really coolio, and I appreciate that you're being so near to your subscribers, fans. Really coolio. Sorry for my bad English. Mr. No Faces, no worry at all. Your English is just fine. Leaf Fighter Gamer, Chad, will you ever write an ebook on LTVL road trip? That's a good question. That's a good question. I would love to be able to do that. I wonder if I've got it within myself to dedicate the time that it would take to actually write a book. My mind is always so occupied by creating video content or film content for the movies that we make outside of YouTube. So yeah, I don't know. That would be very cool to write a book. I'd have to figure out how I'd have that within myself to do that. But it is a very good idea. I like it. Let's see. Did you ever watch Adam the Woo when he lived in his van? I don't think that I do. That doesn't sound familiar. Moab is the bomb. Was just there in August. Off-grid adventure. Yes, that is where you need to take Optimus. In fact, what we need to do, you need to bring Optimus out to Moab, and we need to bring the van down to Moab and do a meetup down at Moab. That would be phenomenal. Brap. Your van isn't 4x4, is it? No, it is actually a two-wheel drive, 2x4. Thomas, let's see. YouTube merchandise, contact bunkerbrainy.com, a fellow YouTuber, 3 channels, Off the Ranch, Demolition Ranch, Vet Ranch. Very cool. Yeah, that'd be good. Helix Craft. Hi, Chad. Just wondering what type of music do I listen to? I like all sorts of music. I like hip hop rap. I like electronic dance music. I like country music. I like folk music. I kind of like it all. Anything with a good beat, a good vibe. I listen to it all. Probably something that I do not listen to, which I used to listen to for a lot of my younger years. I used to listen to a lot of rock, and I don't find myself listening to rock at all. So, anyways, yeah. See you later, Ches. 23 hours in the UK. Thanks for the live stream, chat, and your time. The video is coming. Respect from the RAF. Gopher, thank you so much for being part of today's live stream. Thank you for all your comments. I really appreciate it. That is awesome. Thank you. Have a good night. Chad, you should have said the best moment in the van was Anne in the van. And that, you know what? That is very, very true. Those are certainly one of my most memorable moments in the van. I guess I was going back to like way over the years and stuff, but yes, my time and my experience with Anne in the van was absolutely very, very memorable. So off-grid adventure, good call on that one. How's the Chinese diesel heater working out? The Chinese diesel heater is working out flawlessly. Knock on wood so far. I've been running the diesel heater since December 19th of 2018, and so far I haven't had a hiccup with it at all. So it's been great. Yes, off-grid adventure. Yes, definitely. Let's touch base on the phone about the Moab trip. We'll have to figure out how to make that happen for sure. Let's see. Maximilian, hey Chad, I'm about to buy a van for living in it for at least a year. You inspired me to finally go for it. Thank you for your good vibes. Greets from Austria. Man, Maximilian, all the way from Austria. I bit my tongue. I almost said Australia. Austria. That's so freaking cool, man. I really appreciate that. I'm glad that I could help out in inspiring you to do that. That really means a lot to have you guys follow along and find some inspiration in this. So very cool. Thanks much. Thanks for the comment. That's cool. Brat, do you fish, Chad? You're right on top of the best steelhead waters on earth up there in the OP. You know what? Gosh, I grew up fishing as a kid, and we grew up fishing in New Mexico. And sorry, sorry, caught on some of the others. Do I fish? I grew up fishing as a kid in the waters of New Mexico, the rivers and the streams. And down there, it's like the fishing holes that we used to fish in, you would just be almost guaranteed that you were going to catch a fish when you went there. So I enjoy catching fish. When we moved to Washington, we didn't really do a lot to adapt to these kind of terrain. So we ended up finding ourselves fishing more than we were actually catching fish. So after a while, I just kind of got over it. So I like catching fish. I don't necessarily like sitting there for hours on end with a hook in the water, wondering if there's any fish around. So if I could get myself into a position to where I'm catching fish, I love it. But anyways, hopefully that answers your question. Eldad, he fishes. He's gotten into fly fishing up here. In fact, I think on the Adventures Unknown channel, he's going to take that and do some fishing videos and stuff like that. So for any of you guys interested in fishing, go check out Adventures Unknown. That's our other YouTube channel that Eldon and I started years ago, just to kind of show the stupid, crazy stuff that him and I are doing out around the world as we travel. So, okay. Limp Bizkit. Yes, I've heard Limp Bizkit. Oh, Limp Bizkit for the music. Yes. People are always saying on the channel, "Are you Fred Durst?" Makes sense. So